Yeah, we live. Yo, we live.
We live. So, what's up, man? Welcome to your damn Skippy podcast with my boy Champ.
What's going on, man?
And you feel me? Your boy Skippy here, you feel me? And then my boy Small Ant.
What's up, my boy?
You up in it?
You already know it's your boy Champagne.
A little late, but we here though.
We here.
No,
Episode 2 in the works.
Yeah. And like I said, y'all,
Good to be back.
it feels good, man.
Feels good.
How was your guys' day?
Man, my day was hectic, but we made it here. You know what I'm saying?
We made it happen, bro. I mean, I took a nap like around. I took a nap like around 2 o'clock when my friend actually came to break my hair. And
Wait, your hair?
no, I didn't get it braided.
Oh,
I
yeah.
undid it because she wanted to try something else because I wanted him to go down like this, but I was gonna end up looking like
Got
that.
some dreadhead?
Yeah. So you know what? Let's.
You tell me you gonna get dressed before me? That's tough. Man, that's tough.
Well, you got waves before me, and I can't even get
Man,
waves.
it happens, man.
Nah, I'm
But,
kidding.
I'm getting like 6 months later to talk up my
I'm fade ball.
Nah, high fade.
But yeah, I took like a nap like around 2 o'clock. Actually, I didn't even put my alarm on.
Hey, that's that nap roulette, bro. You take a nap with no alarm. You don't know if it's a 20-minute nap, 6-hour
It
nap.
was like a 4-hour nap.
You don't know.
Yeah,
You
you
never
don't
know.
know. Peakies is to stand if you want for the comments.
Oh, that's okay.
But
That's what you used last time, huh?
yeah.
No,
So yeah, I took a nap and I woke up. It was like dark as hell. You know how the time just changes right now and shit.
I thought it changed.
Well, the time it gets darker now.
What's going on, Jovan? Coming on.
That boy, what's up, buddy? I don't know you, man, but hey, what's up?
Hey man, there's 3 people on, man. Keep sharing, man.
Man, everybody's on, man.
We got some good topics.
We
tonight,
got something different, bro. But we're basically gonna kick it off with everybody's sad but good but best day of the year. I mean week of the year. The Super Bowl.
I don't know anybody said for the Super Bowl.
Well, it's not. I'm talking about sad because of the fact that it's the last game of football for the year.
Oh man, sports. Yeah,
Yeah,
we disappointed, but at the same time, we have
basketball.
We got basketball. To fall back on.
But
I mean, if you don't like basketball, then yeah, you fucked.
No. I like basketball, but really, who watches the whole season, bro? Who cares about regular season? We actually start paying more attention.
You'd be very surprised.
No, yeah, definitely. Those old heads and like.
Hey, I'm definitely not an old head, but I'm gonna keep up because you gotta talk about MVP of the league. You gotta talk about defensive player of the league. How you gonna know that if you don't watch
Defensive player of the year, most improved, and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so you gotta watch the regular season.
We're not gonna discuss them right now because there is a lot of good. It was a short schedule. A lot of players did opt out, but
and it's only 72 games.
Yeah, definitely.
True.
So we're gonna have to see how it goes. Cause
so what we talking about first?
I'm gonna start. I think Super Bowl is what we're gonna start off with.
Yeah.
Honestly, as a lot of you guys don't know today, one of the offensive center for the Kansas City Chiefs actually tested positive for COVID-19. And
they were already down their left tackle
and right tackle.
So we're talking 3 starting offensive linemen.
And from what I know, they're gonna be playing different positions that they never played.
Yeah,
they might be versatile.
A report that I read today was that Andy Reid had the backups practicing different positions. So, for example, the starting right guard was going to practice left tackle and left guard, and then the backup left guard was going to practice center tackle. So it's smart. You get to see what formation you're kind of comfortable with. So you're going to get one lineman that says, you know what, I like this position. I think I can handle it. But at the same time, you got to understand that, I mean, you're going up against a defensive juggernaut. You get me? When we're talking 4 all-pro, I mean, rushers, yeah, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, because like I don't know if somebody mentioned to me earlier, like, is it going to be, easy for the Chiefs to...
Oh, hell no.
No.
It would have been easy if you're just down your right guard, which he was already out, so they kind of were working their way in the playoffs without Mitchell.
You can cover one and double,
and use when
right guard or right tackle.
The right tackle, I think.
Yeah.
So when Eric Fisher went down last game with the torn Achilles,
the right tackle.
Like it's already going to.
So now you're missing both of your elite tackles.
So it's already going to be tough with your both tackles out.
Eric
Now
Fisher,
your
what's
center.
his other guy's name?
Eric Fisher and Mitchell Schwartz. That's why they had, during the middle of the season, they had to sign Mike Remmers.
I'm calling at least 3 sacks against Mahomes.
Oh, at least going to be more than that.
I'm going to be real with you.
I think 3 sacks is for Shaq alone.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. I'm going to say about a good 5 or 6.
I think 5 or 6.
He's going to get at least a good 8 or 9 quarterback hits, at least. If you're coming from a
Mahomes is going to have...
He's going to have pressure in his face.
He's going to have the most pressure in his face he had the whole year.
Let me put it to you this way. If you saw last year's Super Bowl and how many times Mahomes got sacked and hit, I honestly think this is going to be worse.
I was just literally telling Script right before we started. If you remember Cam Newton's MVP season,
that's what's going to be.
He was dominating the league. He goes up against Von Miller. What do you do? Nothing. He went, I think, 19 or 44 or something from like throwing him. So it's like, I mean, if you see the amount of pressure that he had in his face, that's going to be similar to what Shaq, to what Vita Vea, to what Dominican Sue.
But here's the difference between Cam Newton and Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes proved he could throw the ball and run.
Yeah.
He could game plan. Cam, he was just one-dimensional.
But after that one concussion, I don't think he's going to want it. I don't think Andy Reid's going to want him to run that much.
True, but you put him in the Super Bowl. That's what you expect.
I mean, yeah, but Eric Bieniemy going to tell Mahomes, like, look, son, if we're talking the first 3 quarters, he ain't going to want him to run. In the fourth quarter, hey, son, you got to get that first down. But I think he's not going to want to risk him too early because, I mean, you see that concussion that had him. Yeah. I mean, their backup quarterback is not good enough to win you Super Bowl.
Not Chad Henne.
Yeah, he ain't going to win you
Chad Henne's going to get you a comeback that's against...
one drive. That's
one
it.
Drive. That's it. And I think we proved that already. But, honestly... If I recall the Steelers how they were running, I don't like talking about the Steelers.
No, that's fine.
Same
thing with the Ravens at times, but it happens. I'm a student.
But I respect you though, because you're actually the only Steelers fan that I know that actually gives Lamar his flowers while he can.
Hey man,
Eagles in the NFC, so I ain't got shit to say.
Yeah. You know what? I support Jalen Hurts, and you still talk about my boy Lamar, man.
Jalen Hurts can be cool, but I just don't. I don't see how any coach has any debate to say, oh, we're going to give Carson Wentz a position. Jalen Hurts earned that position, let him keep it. So same thing with Lamar. I think Lamar is definitely a top 5 quarterback in the league, but you need the weapons, you need the protection, you need everything to make yourself. That's the thing about Mahomes, bro. Like, he was blessed to go into a system that was already set.
You
throw Mahomes,
and that's what I've always said, and I'm glad that I finally convinced you into it because you never mentioned that.
No, because I was always critical of Lamar because you know better than anybody. When you look at a football team, who's taking the blame? The quarterback. Who's taking the props, the flowers, the quarterback. So if they win the game because the running back ran the ball, you're gonna look at the quarterback because the quarterback threw for 3 tubs, he threw for 300 yards.
But he didn't. Oh, he threw for
exactly.
So that's Lamar, a good example.
So with Lamar, when he lost to, I think it was the Chargers the first year, he stepped it up. So then you come back and lose against Tennessee. It's like I told Script, bro, he better find a way to win this year because then he's gonna be 0-3 in the playoffs. I don't care how bad your team is, you have to find a way to win.
Because
even though he's even though Lamar is 1-3 in the playoffs, it doesn't really matter,
Is he 1-3 or 1-4?
1-3.
No, 1-3.
No,
1-2.
Wait, 1-2?
No,
he's 1-4.
Because you only played 4 playoff games, so 1-3.
Oh yeah, so when he's 1-3, nobody lost a second against the Bills. Remember?
Bills, Chargers, Titans. That's the only 3 losses he got. Remember, he got that damn revenge for the Titans because he had no choice. You lose to the Titans 2 years in a row.
And I'm gonna keep saying this till this day. Fuck King Henry. Fuck Mike Vrabel. Fuck the whole team.
Even though that was Mike Vrabel's fault, game planning wise, the reason why Derrick Henry didn't run far. But you're handicapped the left tackle too, because Taylor Lewan, when he was healthy, Derrick Henry was running.
But I think it was smart because you guys got Calais, right? So you only got him for the Titans.
The run.
That is it. There's nothing else I want you to do. When we make the playoffs, your job is to stop the run. That is it.
Cause we know you can't get to the quarterback. Like
6 viewers, man. Keep sharing, man.
Keep sharing, man.
We got y'all. As I'm telling you, it's gonna be juicy. We're just gonna start out with this right now.
We already have questions in mind that we're gonna talk about, like the second part of the live. So if y'all have any questions, I mean, we're gonna.
Like Vrabel, we got a game plan, so don't even trip.
Next point.
All right, so what do you guys think the scheme is going to look like for the Super Bowl?
Okay.
Let's start with Tampa. So if you're Tampa Bay offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator,
I'm watching the short drives every time because I don't think they're going to have the time to run wild.
For Tampa?
Huh?
No, I'm talking about Tampa.
That's why.
No, I'm saying if you're Tampa's offensive coordinator.
You know what?
What's the offensive game plan for Tampa?
You know what? I think it's going to stay the same. And if not, Brady is going to pick it apart. And I think he's proven that already.
Mm-hmm. And let alone you're getting AB back.
And on top of that, you're getting a mediocre defense. They're not that good.
Well, they're not that good, but they're not that bad.
They're opportunistic.
There you go. I was just about to say they're an opportunistic defense.
Yeah. If they sense that you're kind of backpedaling a little bit, your backside is getting a little tight, they're gonna take advantage. They're gonna press your ass off the line. Honey Badger gonna do what he do.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Jones,
If I were to use my optics for like how I've seen the Tampa Bay offense has been, the main focus is the interior offensive line.
Yeah.
You can't stop Chris Jones. Just him alone inside, Tom Brady, he can't run. So if you bring pressure up the middle,
but you know
it's
what?
over with.
Interior alignment wise, I think the Tampa Bay have the strength and talent to stop him. Though.
I don't know about Chris Jones, bro.
Ryan Jensen?
I don't think not Chris Jones.
But that's the thing, though. I think
Chris Jones.
I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you're gonna attack the man because what they're gonna want to do is bring pressure towards Brady to get the ball out of his hands quick. So your offensive game is gonna be look over the top to Mike Evans being your big receiver. You're gonna try to hit AB. You're gonna try to hit Chris Godwin on those quick routes, but you're gonna want someone over the top because they're gonna try to press you off the line. And on a 50-50 ball, who are you taking? I'm taking the biggest receiver on the field.
Oh, that's my guess. Every single time.
Exactly. So I'm taking them off the field, but if you can't beat their man coverage, it's gonna be a hard day for Brady because they're gonna press your ass off the line and they're gonna send pressure.
And both of their corners are actually not that bad.
That's what I was saying.
According to PFF, they're in the top 10.
That's what I was saying.
When it comes to press,
like they're not bad, but they're not good.
If I'm Kansas City defense, I'm running man to man because if I run zone, he gonna hit that.
And you just let Honey Badgers
and then sneak not only that you have to deal with if you have Chris Jones in that middle, you gotta deal with Frank Clark.
Yeah,
I don't think Tristan. This is no disrespect to Tristan Wirfs or Jonathan Smith, both of the left and right tackles. I don't think for a whole 4 quarters you're going to handle Frank Clark with how bendy he is as a passer.
And let alone you have their mouth on top of that, they gonna talk to they gonna talk.
And then Honey Badger, he gonna send a couple blitzes.
And on top of that, you're the cheese. Oh no, never mind. That's a different topic. I thought we were talking about the Chiefs.
Because even if when you saw the Browns game and that pick that Baker threw to Honey Badger, you saw Honey Badger working his way to the corner, and as soon as he saw Baker Mayfield doing this, he just cut back and picked it off. Man, those instincts as a safety, because what's he considered, a safety? Slot, nickelback? He's a safety?
Honestly, he's a true DB.
Yeah, he all around.
He's a DB.
So he ain't the biggest person to just knock your teeth off, but I mean, the way he's agile, the way he can read a quarterback.
He kind of reminds me of Eric Berry in a way.
Yeah.
That's actually a good comparison. Yeah. Ironically, they play for the same team.
Yeah.
Ironically.
Well, now they do. Well, now he does. You know, that's one player I miss watching play because I remember I used to. It was just after that cancer surviving.
The leukemia and stuff like that. Yeah.
You know, respects though.
He still won an All-Pro that year and came back.
You know, it's actually stupid. I was actually playing franchise on Madden like not too long ago, and this year's Madden, he's actually still a high rated overall safety.
That's how Brady is. Like he's just
I'm talking about Eric Berry.
Berry, right? Yeah. It's like a good 6-foot safety that can just read the middle. Be like, okay, you're gonna run it. You're gonna run a corner route. I can read that, no problem. Mm-hmm. It's like Eric Berry is just one of those generational type of talent at safety.
Yeah,
it's just unfortunately he had a short career because of the cancer. But
he survived it and all. That's fine. And my props and blessings to him.
But he was concerned about mainly his health and all.
Most definitely.
Yeah. And we respect that.
And he's still a free agent though.
Yeah.
He's actually, you know, I was reading one of the comments, you know, and it said something related to that, but we'll get to that. We'll get to the comments right now.
So now let's flip the script to Kansas City offense. If you're the offensive coordinator, if you're the offensive coordinator for Kansas City, Eric Bieniemy, what's his little stuff? Because now going back to what we were saying, you have 3 offensive linemen that are all out. Now that changes your whole game plan to what you were going to do and give Mahomes time. You ain't gonna have that time no more. So now let's flip the game.
I feel like Bieniemy is gonna do the same thing, but you gonna have to be a big bend in that situation now, like early in the season. You know what? You have to throw it quick.
Oh yeah.
And trust me, you have the receivers to do it. Travis Kelce, just give Mahomes 2 seconds. Mm-hmm. Kelce going to get open at some point, but he does get pressed.
Yeah, because what I was telling you, Script also is like, Travis Kelce is not a George Kittle at pass blocking.
No.
So what you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to put Travis Kelce on the line, help him kind of get those little 2-3 seconds and release. And once he releases, then you're looking at the receivers have their separation. So once he bumps off the line, the receivers have their separation. Travis Kelce's able to get free. Now Mahomes is looking to throw. But if they don't bump somebody off that line, whether it's JPP, Shaq, Vita Vea, or
Ndamukong Suh,
yeah, they're gonna get there every single time.
That's why I feel bad for the tackles walking in, because now it's like
you gonna need help by Clyde, by Travis Kelce. You gonna need help.
I'm not familiar with who the tackles are gonna be for that game, but they're not.
They're not Mitchell Schwartz and Eric Fisher
by any means. And I'm no disrespect to them. Like I always said, if you make the NFL, even a practice squad, you're good. There's just people up there.
There's different levels to this.
There's better to you. There's people better than you. But hey, if you're making fucking $15,000 to play on a practice squad, shit.
I'll take that.
I'll take it.
60, 80 grand sometimes. They'll take it.
There we go.
Yeah.
But I agree with Champ though, man. I think they're gonna try to do the same thing, but I don't think they're gonna be able to run, their famous wasp play,
they're not gonna do too many shovel passes on the goal line. That ain't gonna.
There's not that much. They're not gonna have the time to get those long deep passes.
Even if you put Mike Remmers in at right tackle, it's just we saw what happened the last time he played tackle against the Broncos when he was on the Panthers at right tackle. Von Miller abused him every single time. If you thought Von Miller was something, what you think Shaq Barrett gonna do?
I think what they're gonna have to look at is get in the bottom of Mahomes' hand quick and let the runners get in space. So if you get Tyreek Hill on the little 5-yard hitch, I mean he's unguardable in open field. So good luck catching him and good luck trying to tackle him. Right. So if you let Tyreek go crazy, if you let Sammy go crazy, you let Nicole go crazy, now you're gonna have to press him off the line, and the best chances to have somebody over the top.
And then if you're Tampa Bay defense, running man to man is gonna be pointless.
Yeah.
But now taking the 2 tackles out, now your pass rush is actually gonna help out the DBs in a sense. Now it's like, all right, cool. If I press, what's the worst that can happen?
But what they're gonna have to settle for is look what Cheetah did the first time. He caught 207 yards in the first quarter. So
yeah, but I'm gonna counter you with this
one.
It was
man coverage.
Exactly. I'm gonna counter you with this one. Who were the tackles for the Kansas City?
Exactly, but that's the thing. Point. So if they're getting pressure off the line and you put Cheetah in a man and you have a safety help because they weren't doubling Tyreek Hill. So
they were stupid. They should.
They were stupid. So if you double
Tyreek Hill, you
have to play zone.
If you double Tyreek Hill, like you're saying, is like if you send pressure to the tackles and let alone you add 1 or 2 extra blitzers, you put a man on Cheetah and then you double him with the safety. Travis Kelce gonna have to eat. Travis Kelce gonna be the key to that.
But here's my thing though: if you're Todd Bowles, the defensive coordinator for the Bucks, that's what you got Devin White for. Remember, he did not play that game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And Devin White's not your ordinary linebacker.
No, he can cover. But my thing is, has he went up against a Travis Kelce?
And that's going to be the matchup. That's the matchup that I want to see because I don't think Tyreek Hill is going to have a 207-yard quarter in the Super Bowl.
Because like I said, if the pass rush is there, like they always have for the whole year,
it's going to be a horrible
the corners are going to have a cake day.
Yep.
They're going to be.
They're praying for a 10.
Yeah.
Because eventually that's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So if I was predicting how many turnovers Mahomes is going to have, I'll say 2 to 3.
That's exactly what I said. Because
if you had both of your tackles, I'll say 2 tops.
Because he threw 2 against the 49ers, and his line, you can say, was relatively healthy. So we're talking a not healthy line, and
I'm predicting 3.
And we're talking, so it's going to be tough. If he doesn't throw 2, I predict whether it's 1 interception and 1 fumble, if not 2 interceptions.
It was crazy though because before all this happened, it's unfortunate though, but that's what happened.
Yeah.
That's what happened to my Ravens, man. What happened in the midseason before we played you guys? That whole COVID outbreak, we had literally 20 players. That's like literally 22 players on COVID IR.
Now you got a 3-day span.
Yeah, I got postponed
got postponed like 5 days.
Like 3 times.
Yeah.
In totality. Because it was supposed to be a Thanksgiving game.
Yeah.
Because everybody named Mama was wanting to watch that game.
Yep.
Healthy, just fully healthy. Like that was like potentially game of the year. That can make an argument of game of the year.
Ironically though, it ended up being a divisional game though. That was game of the year.
Exactly.
That was game of the year. Which is the Browns and the fucking
That was a good game.
That was a good ass fucking game. I still remember jumping out of my gaming chair that fucking day.
I'm like, bro, the defenses were god awful, but that's how the game goes.
I can even imagine Lamar stepped up in the fourth though.
Oh yeah, most definitely, yeah. And then just to point it out, Lamar, that wasn't cramps. Those weren't cramps.
Oh no.
You pulled the Paul Pierce.
Oh no, you pulled the Paul Pierce on national television, sir.
And denied it.
Nah.
And you had the nerve to go to the meeting and tell him. Huh?
He denied
Yeah,
it?
he
denied it.
He said, oh, no, I was cramping. I didn't know Paul Pierce.
There's no way you cramping and you running.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way.
And on top of that, bro, we play sports. We know how long those fucking cramps take.
It takes about a good 5 to 10 minutes.
And that was way less. I know.
And not even that, but do players usually go back to the locker room for cramps?
No.
I thought they just stretch you out on the side of the field.
On the sideline.
On the
So
sideline.
there's no way you going to, and trust me, this comes from a motherfucker that had cramps left and right.
Yeah.
I know a cramp when I see one. And I know a person that's about to take a shit mid-game. He was taking a shit mid-game. Lamar, look at the camera. You ain't going to convince me that you was cramping. Was it like a hamstring? That's even worse.
They
You're
go
running on a cramp.
There's no way you walk it.
They get down to a 4th down and say, "Hey Lamar,
Ironically,
if you don't get in, bro, we losing this game."
they had to call him in the intercom like, "Yo, Lamar, it's that time, chief."
I know,
white.
He was in mid-white. He's like, "Oh, damn. Want to wash my hands? Let me get my gloves."
Yeah, call it time out.
Notice how he ran out soon as that happened. Soon as 4th and 5.
I've never had the experience to say, oh, I didn't experience that. Oh shit, I seen God when I seen that when Lamar came back, bro.
I was Browns, y'all messed up.
Here with the halo.
Bro, he was actually texting me during the game. He was like, hey, you getting scared now, huh? You getting scared now?
Oh, of course, because it was looking like Browns was gonna take that.
Bro, I was like,
the way Baker Mayfield was balling in the 4th.
And then I literally put my head down and I was like,
and not only that, I texted him because they got down to 4th down. I was like, yo, if they don't get this, I mean, it's gonna be real hard to come back,
bro. The second I saw number 8 come out the field, I'm like, Browns, y'all lost. Y'all lost. you know you lost, right?
You should have taken advantage the moment you had the chance. But
they should have ran a fast-paced offense.
Bro, before Lamar Jackson came out, I was like, bro, this happens every year. Why, Lord? Why me? And then I put my head down, and then I hear, oh, here comes Lamar Jackson. I'm like, wait, what?
Whoa,
shit, what?
I'm like, Baker, you had a good chance. He almost did it. It's just Lamar.
It's just
Shit Chronicles Part 1. I don't know what to say.
Because Paul Pierce had.
Oh yeah, Part 2. Yeah,
so it's Shit Chronicles Part 2.
Yeah. No, Paul Pierce. He needed a wheelchair to get him out. That was just a stretch. Yeah. That means you was about to go. One bad step, it was over with. Same thing with Lamar. This time he ran out. He was smart enough, like, He heard that gurgle, like, I went, nope.
Oh, no.
McSorley, get back in. Ain't no way.
And shout out by the way, shout out to Trace McSorley, man, for taking that injury, man, for faking that injury, bro.
Look, honestly, ironically, as you said that, soon as Trace got injured, that gave him another 5 minutes. So I'm like,
injury timeout.
It had to, bro, mid-game, intercom, yo, Lamar, why are you taking the shit, by the way? He was like, yo, it's that time, chief. Harbaugh had to have a headset next to him, like, yo, who's getting Lamar? In a away game. It's an away game. Sorry. But it's, I was like, nah, they won. They won. Like, ain't no way.
Yep, and then the thing is, he could have either got the first down or got the touchdown.
Ironically, he got the touchdown. Yeah. The second he came in the game, I was like,
speaking of J.K. Dobbins, he was actually in front of Lamar, so he could have got the first down right there. But I'll take the touchdown though.
Take that.
If he would have dropped that like I usually do,
I would have been mad.
That would have been.
Oh man, Script would have cried in the car. He'd have cried.
Not even that. Lamar would have just said, "Hey, I didn't wipe my cheeks, and y'all done dropped this goddamn. I'm going back to finish wiping."
Facts. Like that's another question. A lot of people gonna be concerned. Like, did my man's even white? Like he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go out there. Yeah. What happens? What happens." I mean, we shitted on the Browns in their stadium, literally. No so it's like, no pun intended.
He literally dropped the fucking.
He dropped the deuce in y'all house, and
he took a dump.
And he scored 4 touchdowns in the process.
Literally, but then Browns ain't gonna let Juju keep doing that Corvette no more.
You mean the Bengals?
Oh, was it the Bengals?
Yeah, it was Bengals. That's even worse.
Yeah.
Oh God. Man. Now he's a free agent. Thank
God. I seen that hit,
bro. Shit, you guys are stupid enough to resign him then shit.
Boy, I'll cry in the car if we pay him stupid.
Because Juju's not a number 1 receiver. I thought. So if he goes somewhere where they can use him as a slot or a number 2.
That's really what he is.
Number 2, man. That's what he is. But just I can say the same thing about Hollywood Brown. You know, stop using him at the 1, put him at the slot. What safety and what linebacker is Hollywood Brown not gonna burn?
Especially if he gets free.
Put him at a slot. Let him run that
Not even
cross.
Not even Devin White, who's in my opinion, the fastest linebacker in the NFL.
Between him and Darius Leonard.
Yeah, he has to be in the conversation for best linebacker in the league. For sure.
Devin White, and he's young too. That's the thing about
him. 23. Yeah.
So
I thought it was
23, 24. I forgot.
He's one of those.
He's young. He's in our age group. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, because he was drafted in the draft with Devin Bush.
Yeah.
You know, and that's
exactly same draft. I wish Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and both him and Levante David, you know, having them.
That's why I'm looking at Kansas City like, they go double Kelsey, bro. I'm already seeing it. Because you know Brady can't run.
And Clyde Edwards-Helaire is not getting any yards that game.
No.
They're going to be using him as a blocker.
Yeah.
Just about.
You might as well not even run the ball that game.
Don't be surprised.
No, they'll run it for tempo reasons. But
don't be surprised if they throw the ball like 50 times.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised.
Yeah.
So,
what else we gonna talk about?
Actually, at least
because my thing is even touching. Yeah, let's see if anybody got some good questions. If not, we'll talk about Brady.
Sure. Honestly, why were you trying to?
You know, actually, I have a good question from somebody. Somebody said, "Did y'all see the leak text around about Andrew Luck supposedly coming back? And how do y'all and how do you guys feel this is true? Because they have a good defense and they didn't get Matthew Stafford. Well, I mean, a leak text. First of all, from what I know, he doesn't even have a phone to text on.
I mean, he probably does.
No, he has like a flip phone.
No, but he got an Asian or something.
No, from what I know, he has a flip phone. According to Tiffany, who's actually a Colts fan, he said that.
That's amazing.
And he's a long time.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because he done took a year off or is it 32?
He took a year.
It's a year?
Yeah, a year and a half.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just got to see how he comes back. You get me? So, I mean, if he was willing to step away because for whatever reason, it's like if you come back and the league is getting another year of experience, the DBs are getting another year of experience, and I mean, them pass rushers ain't going to take it easy on you just because you had a year off. So.
And you're already gone through so many fucking injuries, dude.
Exactly.
But then again, you are being blocked by arguably the best offensive line in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So
what's made it even worse for him to retire? Because it was like, yo, they got you every day.
This
is the best protection you have ever got. Be grateful.
Be grateful.
Literally, the Colts gave you the keys. Mm-hmm. It's just you was like, here you go. I don't want it no more. Because I'm tired of taking these hits, and mentally it's draining me in a sense.
Yeah, and on top of that, from what I know, according to my friend, he's not a sports guy. He's just always been good at it. Mm-hmm. And because come on, the guy even has a freaking book club. Who the fuck in the NFL do you know that has a book club? I know somebody has a podcast, Taylor Vaughn, but I don't.
What's hilarious, by the way?
It's actually pretty funny too.
You said a book club?
Yeah, he has a book. He has like a book.
Probably a couple players that do have a book club for like children and stuff like that.
Well, I know Doug Pederson wrote a book after we won the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Fearless. Fearless about what, sir?
Yeah, fearless. Fearless.
Right now you
right now you looking unemployed.
Yeah, boy, he waiting for that Skippy to come in too.
Ain't no, not in the NFL. Ain't no Skippy. We gave you them M's already. You spent it. That's all
you got. You got him a Super Bowl though.
True.
You got to give him respect for that.
Oh yeah.
But he had the weapons to do it.
Yeah, but I think he wouldn't have got fired if the players actually trusted him going forward. So I think
that last game killed him.
Yeah, so him kind of not knowing the rotation, him kind of being indecisive, because you see Jalen Hurts when he started on the first game. He comes after that game ended, he says, we're going to take it day to day and see our quarterback situation. How do you not know that Jalen Hurts is starting for the rest of the season? Yeah, you know Carson Wentz is benched the rest of the season. So who are you fooling? Talking about like we're going to take it day to day. It's not a day to day.
I think
so.
And
honestly, he should have just cut that cord after what? The Pittsburgh game, really? Because when you throw 2 interceptions to the same person, ironically, and fumble the ball twice,
you can't play much worse.
And then the next week you play worse. You drafted him in the 2nd round. You might want to put him in just in case,
and just see where it takes you.
And if crap hits the fan with Jalen Hurts, they're not gonna understand what's coming back, but. You wait till, I don't know, week 13 for this?
The damn season's damn near
you
over.
Deserve to get fired.
If they would have started Jalen Hurts earlier in the season, they probably would have
had a chance. We would have had a chance.
Honestly, they'll probably have a winning record.
Yeah.
Barely. Worst case scenario, mediocre.
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
That alone would win you the division, right there, just off of the record. But that's just horrible coaching.
Okay, so now my question to y'all is, if Mahomes or Brady win the Super Bowl, either or, Do you see if let's consider Brady winning the Super Bowl? Should Brady retire?
It's over with.
Because you know how he said that he wanted to play until he was 45.
Bro,
yeah, I saw that report too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I agree with you. I think he should retire because my thing is, I wanted to see Brady in another Super. I didn't want to see him win another Super Bowl because
you wanted him to see
whatever.
him in it.
I wanted to see him in it because we're talking a new system. We're talking without Belichick. So if you're gonna make the Super Bowl, let alone win one, what else do you have to prove? And I seen this report on ESPN. Tony Romo's getting paid $15 million to broadcast the game.
Imagine what happens if Tom Brady.
If Tom Brady goes and he's getting paid what, $25 million right now?
So he's gonna ask for the same thing he was paying.
Yeah, but even if he asks for $20 million, you're taking a $5 million pay cut to sit behind a booth and talk, and that's something you could do for the next 20, 30 years. You get me? So you're not gonna
without getting touched.
Without getting touched. So you're not gonna play 20, 30 years playing quarterback. You get me? At $25 million a year. So if you could be in the booth for $20 million for the next 20 years, man. I mean, not much else you could ask for. So what do you think? You think Brady retires or?
Yeah, I think he should. Honestly, because you know what, there's nothing else to prove. Like he even proved me wrong, and you know me more than anybody. I hated Brady my whole life.
Same.
I hated him because I always felt like he got bailed out. Mm-hmm. But really, now that he's proving me wrong, taking historically one of the worst teams in the NFL to ever play, take him to a Super Bowl on his first year there. You know, that kind of just
in their first home Super Bowl ever. And even if he loses, it's like, bro,
it's an accomplishment.
That is a top accomplishment because no quarterback in NFL history has done that. Mm-hmm. Taking their own team to a Super Bowl in their own home stadium. And on top of that, at the age of 43, doing this as well? Come on, man.
Still playing the way you are. Might not be.
Yeah, Brady's not playing bad this year.
Not playing bad. He's decisive.
He threw 40 touchdowns this year, right?
Like the 40 touchdowns, 10, maybe 12 interceptions.
I don't know how many interceptions he had, but I know he had 40 touchdowns.
He threw no more than 12. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Interceptions.
Yeah.
But I just think, like me personally, I've never hated Brady as a player. I just think he got contaminated by that franchise because we're talking the Spygate. We're talking the Deflategate. We're talking you get me spying on other teams while they're
Spygate Part 2.
Yeah, Spygate 2.0.
And you know what? Now that you mentioned that, I'm not gonna throw all of it away, but I'm not gonna consider it as much as I did before.
What, the Super Bowls?
No. I'm talking Super Bowls. They're there.
Oh, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Deflategate, Spygate. You know, I used to use that against them all the time.
Well, I'm looking against him because same thing with Lamar. You're looking at the quarterback. You're gonna tell me the quarterback didn't know that the balls were deflated? So you're looking at Brady. I'm not looking at the.
They should have noticed that mid-game.
Yeah, so I mean, exactly. So Brady being the person that he is, which he hasn't had no scandals. He hasn't had no real major. He gave me career like stuff. So my thing is with Brady, if he would have kept his integrity for the sport and said, you know what, ref, these balls are deflated. It had nothing to do with it. But then you end up finding out the balls were deflated. You're looking at Tom Brady because Tom Brady was throwing them balls. So I mean.
You look at him side-eyed, but if he were to have a clean record and was 100% about it and like respect the sport as it was, that man is untouchable in any sport. I dare somebody to talk about Tom Brady if he had a clean record like that, a clean slate. But
unfortunately, you get stained by the organizations. You know, sometimes the organization itself makes you look bad. So
yeah.
You know, that's just my take on it. But as far as him retiring after the Super Bowl, I think he should because he should.
What more do you have to prove?
What do you want to prove? You're gonna if you win a Super Bowl, you beat Pat Mahomes, who's arguably the best. No, not arguably.
In his prime.
In his prime, the best quarterback right now in the NFL. You beat him in his prime.
You beat a runner-up MVP.
And who's to say? I mean, we're projecting 5-10 years down the line. Who's to say that Pat Mahomes doesn't end up on the Mount Rushmore? So if you beat him while Tom Brady already retired, I mean, hey, I beat that dude. So he's looking back like, yeah, y'all. I mean, you can't touch me because I beat you. So if Mahomes goes on to win, I mean, X amount of Super Bowls, Tom Brady's gonna look back and say, yeah, but I beat you.
Yeah, that's cute. Like winning 6 is cute, but you let me have 43 beat you.
Yep. So I mean,
in your prime, and you were the runner-up MVP behind Aaron Rodgers.
So now let's.
And you know Tom Brady is like. Yo, he can shit talk, but he's quiet about it.
Yo, if Tom Brady and Drew Brees retired both in the same year, it's over for the era.
Which we all saw coming. If you really
sooner or later it was about to happen, but I think
on the same year though.
I mean, yeah, even if it happens, but my thing is there's enough talent young, like going forward. So I don't think the sport is gonna decrease too much because
it's gonna increase.
You're looking at Mahomes being the face of the league. You're looking at Lamar coming up, Deshaun Watson. Wherever he lands, is gonna make noise.
But you're gonna miss the OGs.
You're gonna miss
the
OGs
for sure.
You're gonna miss because
Phillip Rivers, him and
hell, I'm gonna even throw him in. Joe Flacco, he's still playing, but shit, dude, he was one of Tom Brady's kryptonites. Even
Eli's another one.
Yeah, Eli. Oh man.
So now let's flip the script. If Mahomes beats Brady, where do you put Mahomes?
He just beat another quarterback. All right, cool.
Yeah, but I'm saying, do you see his career taking off, or do you see him already like making his case for the GOAT?
Like, he already took off after the first Super Bowl. Like everybody was
I don't know about. You said for the GOAT.
Yeah, because like, where do you like project that his career is gonna take off? Because right now, everybody's making the case that he's coming for that GOAT crown.
Like,
you get me? So if
worst case scenario, his floor, if you're going now, top 10 all time. That's the floor.
Well, I think he's had. I mean, this is how I consider Patrick Mahomes because he knows that I'm a big Mahomes fan, not necessarily because I'm a Chiefs fan, but because I respect talent when I see it. So my thing. My thing is, I mean, I don't know. So you see what Mahomes did his first season starting. So we're talking his first season starting. He took the Chiefs to the AFC Championship game. If it wasn't for that pre-snap penalty, he goes to the Super Bowl his first season starting. Yeah. He comes back the following season back to back. If he wins this season, we're talking 3 straight Super Bowls. You get me? So I mean, it just so happened that he lost the AFC Championship game, but I mean, if he
being down 14.
Yeah. So he's already been a regular season MVP. He's won a Super Bowl MVP, threw 50 tubs.
Before 25.
Yeah, before 25. Threw 50 tubs, threw 5,000 yards. I mean, you can make the case that no quarterback has started that hot. You get me? So, I mean, if he beats Brady, that's back-to-back, and he's still young. So, he just signed a 10-year contract. I mean, he's not...
450 million.
Yeah, so it's like, he's not getting any worse. You get me? So, I mean, he has a high ceiling compared to Brady. I don't see him getting 7. But
I see him getting 5 for sure.
I see him getting 5. So I mean, if he ends his career,
the way the Chiefs are right now, yes.
Yeah, I see his career. I mean, for him, when he retires, I think he'll have at least 5 Super Bowls and 2 losses. But if he can make 4 MVPs, he'll be in that conversation.
He'll be in the Manning conversation.
He's in an honorable mention though.
Like I said, his floor, meaning his worst, top 10 all time.
Oh yeah,
that's the floor. That's saying something.
Because you look at Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers did numbers. He done put up numbers. He did talent. So he done did everything. 1 Super Bowl. So if you put Mahomes in that conversation, he's already better than Rodgers. Yeah. So,
but you can make an argument with Rodgers never had the talent or something like that.
He
ain't got the talent like Tyreek and Travis Kelce. If you were to flip quarterbacks right now, Mahomes will succeed. It ain't gonna be as dominant as it was.
Yep.
You put Aaron Rodgers in Kansas City, you're going to have a similar, if not way better situation.
Yeah.
Because you already know Rodgers is one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the league, and he's going to make the right decision.
You know what? That's true because I've never seen somebody throw so many perfect Hail Marys.
Like, bro, they literally put a stat on Aaron Rodgers said, when he threw to Taylor Austin twice, that is the first time he had a first-round receiver in 15 years. Meaning the organization failed him. You thought Lamar was failed with the Ravens organization.
Right now,
this is worse. and their defense has never been in the top 10 in those 15 years, except for the Super Bowl year. Mm-hmm. Even that was a questionable year.
Because I just think as an organization, if you have a franchise quarterback, a franchise player, you build around what they need.
Thank you.
So if you're the Texans, you give Deshaun Watson what he needs. You don't trade D-Hop in the middle of his prime. So, yeah, you definitely don't do that.
Don't trade him at all.
You don't trade him at all. If you are going to trade him, you trade him because he got injured or you got to do something to help Deshaun. But with the Packers that just refuse to give him help, I mean, what is it that you do?
Well.
Sorry, we had somebody kind of interrupt, but it's
no, we straight though.
Now we straight though. But
you got any more questions to top that? We're already established. If Brady wins, Mahomes ain't never gonna catch him accomplishments.
No, ain't nobody.
But if Mahomes beat Brady,
he's in the conversation.
He's in that top 10 conversation for sure.
Yeah, definitely. But
if he plays another 5 years, it's definitely for sure. It's just right now. If he wins it now, he's gonna be in that conversation.
Yeah, but basically, I mean,
I haven't seen, not to cut you off, but I haven't seen reports comparing him to Jordan to see who was a better clutch player, him or Jordan. So, I mean, I grew up in the Kobe era, Kobe, LeBron, Shaq. So I never saw Jordan, but I mean, when you go back and see the finals, when you go back and see his numbers, when you go back
at least watch the condensed games and stuff like that.
So when you see that and you see what Jordan did, I think it's respectable to put them in the same conversation, but it's different to compare basketball to football because basketball, you can have a bad game.
Yeah.
In football, you play bad, you go home.
And back in the day, the league was a lot more physical. Yes, it's faster now, but everybody named mama can shoot. But back in the day, the shooting wasn't the same compared to like shooting 30% back in the day was considered great. Mm-hmm. From the 3-point line was considered great.
And now you have
nowadays, you shoot over 35, that's the minimum. Like, these are centers doing this now. Like Joel Embiid, I saw his stats the other day. He's shooting damn near 40% from the 3-point line.
You look at James Wiseman from the Warriors. They just drafted him shooting 40% from 3.
I'm like, bro, the league is not fair on paper now. Mm-hmm. But back in the day, physicality was the biggest thing. If you couldn't play defense or at least could take a hit, you were considered soft. Mm-hmm. That's why I can make an argument that can LeBron survive in the 90s playing with Jordan? It's 50-50.
I mean, he's still going to be great because of his size. He's 6'9",
255.
So he's going to get his hit, like, he going to eat. But
you ain't going to get them calls.
You ain't going to get those little...
You might get them once. That's about it.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen.
Jordan had to do that every single play. And still average 35 a game. Mm-hmm. As a shooting guard. Please make this short. So that's why I said Jordan to me is the better player. Yeah. Despite going to just 6 finals and failing his first couple years in the league, because what the hell did he have? But you can make the same argument with LeBron.
But the minute he got Scotty, I mean, we're talking 6-0. So the minute he got Scotty, so I mean,
except show you need some help around you.
You need some help
or at least one help.
Yeah. So I mean,
look what LeBron did with what's his name? Fortunately, they did that shit with AD. Oh, they got AD.
I mean, you can make the same argument with Kobe when he had Paul. Mm-hmm. Give me a power forward that can just
But that's the
shoot.
thing, though. What we were just talking about before when we started the live. I don't put Kobe in the top 5 only because you have 5 rings, but you only have 2 Finals MVPs. Because you played with Shaq. So, I mean...
Which wasn't his fault. If you
it wasn't his fault, but it's like at the same time, it's like we're talking... I mean, who would you put top 5? If you had to rank your players? NBA players, top 5.
Jordan. Brian. Shaq. You can... Actually not. Kareem.
Yeah, I put Kareem.
Tim Duncan, if you're going power forwards. I already said small forward with LeBron. Shooting guards, Jordan. Honestly, point guards, it's a toss-up between Magic.
That's my top 5.
That's my top 5 right there.
I put Jordan, LeBron, Magic, Kareem, and that 5th one, I mean, that one's debatable.
When it comes to power forwards, you could throw Tim Duncan. The reason why I say Tim Duncan for sure, because 5 rings.
Yeah.
The
big fundamental.
But if you're going greatest power forwards of all time, technically Karl Malone. Because accomplishments-wise, if you eliminate the rings, accomplishment-wise, Malone, I'm not going to say washes Duncan, but he's a 2-time scoring champion.
I mean, I even put in Kevin McHale.
Another one, but prime Duncan?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
That power forward? Nah. He was giving Shaq the works in the paint.
I mean, let's not act like Hakeem wasn't giving Shaq the work.
Facts, too. 95 finals. So it's like...
So, I mean, let's not act like Hakeem was no scrub now.
But at the same time, you can't deny Kareem 6 rings, 6 MVPs.
Yeah. I think he's my greatest center.
Center, ever.
Yeah.
Now, Shaq was second.
Shaq was
second. Dominant, but he wasn't really, He was good in the paint.
Kobe considered this man lazy. But at the same time, to defend Shaq, you can't call somebody lazy when you're averaging 30 and 15 a game.
Mm-hmm. But whatever I'm doing is working.
Just playing the paint. You can't blame somebody for averaging a double-double every single night, especially in the finals. That's the reason why Shaq won those 3 MVPs in a row. Because who the hell gonna stop me in the paint? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Ain't nobody.
Don't worry, I'll wait. The King Bay old ass? No. That ain't gonna happen.
Nope.
Who else they played in the finals? I lost count. I think they played the Nets one time. Who the hell did they have in the Nets?
I know they played AI.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, for Philly. But their center was the King Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if it was the King Bay in his prime, yeah, he would have got washed. I wouldn't say got washed, but it would have been harder for Shaq to score.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been as easy.
But you really gonna put like a 6'10" center on me when I'm 7'1", 350? Come on now. That's barbecue chicken alert, basically.
350s.
He's 7'1", 350.
350. Pure muscle too at the time.
At the time. And people consider that like way too big. No, that's a dominant some bitch coming at you. Pause. But that's I'm just saying.
And if he comes to me in the paint, I'm trying to get him.
It's over with.
I'm gonna let him teabag me, bro, because there ain't no way I'm stopping this.
Or just move the hell out the way. That was Shaq in a nutshell.
Hack-a-Shaq.
I mean, true.
He put his big ass on the free throw line.
True, but when you have Big Shot Bob, you got Kobe that was averaging 28 in that series. The defense opens right up. Now Shaq is butt naked open in the paint. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can hack and Shaq him all you want, but somebody's gonna have to get fouled out at some point.
Yeah.
Hacking and Shaq has its benefits, but you better be strategic about it.
Mm-hmm.
So
you gonna have to keep in mind that you gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And trust me, I watched Shaq teabag some folks. Trust me, I watched it.
There's only one.
It wasn't. Yeah, that white boy learned real fast, and that was a playoff game.
He actually didn't he get?
He threw the ball at Shaq. After he dunked
That's
him.
why. That's why he did it.
Because it's like Shaq looking at him like, "Come on now."
You don't want.
He looked at Phil and then looked at the player like, "This is the man you gonna put him on me? Come on now." Like prime Shaq was just too damn dominant. Like it wasn't close.
Any good questions?
Any more questions, Joe?
Stick around. Actually, he said, I'm gonna ignore the little question because somebody said LaMelo Ball on the come up. LeVar Ball's seed is dead.
Hey yo, LaMelo is balling right now with Charlotte. So he balling. So
I think that hype that he's getting, I think that might get him rookie of the year.
Yeah, that might. Yeah. Between him and Heisman, Wiseman for sure.
Yeah. Do we got 10 people or do we have 7?
I'm blind. I don't have my
I'm blind as hell too.
Well, I said 7 right here, but there has like a
maybe it's something. Maybe
9
more than 10 comments.
So we appreciate you guys on that.
Good looking though. For the 7 people that's on.
Y'all want to get into questions?
Actually, what's the because
there's any question on
NCAA. You guys heard that's just coming back?
The game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The game is coming back.
I mean, it's going to keep.
Or do you mean the franchise is coming back?
Yeah.
Well, the game and franchise. Let's put it that.
I mean, that's going. I mean, if they put it in Madden, I mean, that's really not going to do much. But if
NCAA
makes its own game, I mean, that's going to compete with Madden.
It's going to be fun though because I remember playing that. Which one was the last one?
We all did. What? 14 was the last year?
NCAA 14.
14 was
14. Yeah. Where you do the little story mode where you start off in high school and make your own player.
Yeah.
You know, people who play Madden actually been wanting that.
I mean, you need that.
Oh yeah, definitely. But when you start off to high school, when you start off all the way in high school football, that's what I'm saying.
But usually the high school football stays don't really last long. They'll just do like one game and then go straight to college.
And now you got
they do like 2 games top and then go straight to the league.
And now you done got drafted.
Now you got drafted top.
Here's another good one. He says, "Bro, they need to bring back NFL Streets or an NBA."
Man. Boy, the whole hood will go crazy. You bring that back. It's over.
Next one.
When I was like 8 or 9 years old, they used to place bets, like playing those games.
I have a PS2 game. This was I don't know what year it was, where they dropped the N1 mixtape, the PS2 game.
Bro,
you don't want to see me with hot sauce. Perfect. Yeah, you don't.
Please don't bring that game back. It's over. Yeah. Especially on the PS5 too.
Nah, you think people gonna play? You think people gonna play 2K or Street Ball? Give me Street Ball every day.
NBA Street. Period. Any street game is over.
Yeah.
Madden will not do the numbers. Their numbers going to decrease if Street comes out. I'm dead serious. I think Madden's going to decrease, or 2K is going to decrease for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely.
So,
Sally from the Valley said, "You're more excited for the Super Bowl or NCAA?" You know what, man?
Super Bowl,
to be honest, because it's going to be interesting.
Because my thing is for the NCAA, because it's made by EA is going to be lazy as hell. Trust me, from a person that plays Madden religiously, like 2 or 3 years ago, nah. It's the same graphics, it's just different bullshit. That's really what you get.
This year, the graphics are still the same, just the users are really, really fucking slow. The reactions are really slow. And on top
especially
of that,
as a defensive player. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, and on top of that, you got receivers freaking
Odell Beckham Jr. and motherfuckers around. You got Travis Kelce out here getting one-hand catches. Not to disrespect Travis Kelce. Not saying he can't do it.
And it's not
but goddamn, back-to-back plays, now it's a concern.
Yeah.
You getting no man animations, catch or not? I'm concerned.
I mean, isn't it a low percentage to get a one-handed catch?
Right.
And now in video games, it's like, damn, these motherfuckers are athletic.
Oh, I had a 60% chance to get this one hand bang. At some point, you gonna catch it. So I'm just saying. Like I said, it's EA. They're gonna be lazy as hell. They're not gonna develop. So, like I said, I could be proven wrong. Don't shoot the messenger. These are the questions y'all giving me, and I'm answering them to the best of my ability.
Hey, Sally, you whole ass motherfucker. He said, "Yup, you might see the Madden 21 logos in the yeah."
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because the last one you seen from what Madden 20 didn't really do too well.
No,
It
didn't sound much.
Yeah.
They knew, like I said earlier, they know the expectation walking in. Like, all right, cool. Same old.
Why do you think they don't make them? I think they have the power to make. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you
but they have the power to make the NFL streets and NBA streets like compatible with the consoles they have right now.
Exactly.
But they know they're not stupid.
I think they just want to go more traditional. Like I just think they want to keep it like 2K, Madden, FIFA, golf.
I'm just saying, at some point you gotta pull the string and be like, yo, bring street back, man. They're like just for the culture, man.
Yeah.
Or at least make a PS5 version of it, or PS4 or PS5 version of it, where it's way better graphics, but keep the idea the same. It's just update the players. And now when it comes to abilities and stuff like that, I don't know. But you better have Game Breaker. I tell you that much. 1 and 2. I'm not playing. You gonna bring it back, bruh. I better see windmills under the back, scoop, 3-point shot. I'm telling you, I don't see it, I ain't buying it. I'm not wasting 240 quarters to buy a game that's going to be the same. I'm not doing it.
You know, I forgot you were a mathematician. Bro.
Oh, my bad. $60. My bad. I'm sorry.
This nigga said
240 quarters. Do the math.
Bro, we're not, okay.
Oh, we forgot about taxes. Y'all gonna let y'all figure that out. My bad.
I ain't never heard nobody talk about currency in quarters.
Oh, I'm that petty.
240 quarters.
He's the type
I'm petty.
You look like the type of person who'll probably pay a speeding ticket with
I'm that type of person. Nickels and all.
I do.
I'm gonna walk in there with a big ass jaw, like, get the counting. Good luck. I got all day too. Oh yeah, I'm that petty. So
usually I got work at 4, but I call in late.
I ain't giving you dollar bills. You get nothing but clink, 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 clink. That's all I want to hear.
You know, it's crazy though, because they actually have to.
Yes, they have no choice. You can't say I didn't pay it.
Yeah, exactly. So I can literally just drop it off in there.
It's currency.
I'm telling you, man. If I did that the last time I had a ticket, I'd have been petty as hell. Like, I'd have looked at them the whole time like, yep, you gonna count every single penny of it too. Literally.
It would feel good even if it's a fucking like a petty ass ticket. Like, you're going
$200 ticket? Bad. That's even more change. Bad. Listen, the bank gonna hate me, but shit, fuck it, it's gonna be worth it.
Well, they usually kill them on impact, so for them it's easy.
Shit, hell no.
Imagine you go to the bank and they tell you they ran out of money. And I'm like, how the hell?
I'm gonna give you $230 worth of singles, convert them into coins.
This man crazy.
$50 of pennies, $50 of quarters. I'm petty.
Any police department, man, don't stop this, man.
Let's police department, don't do it. I'm telling you. Like, I tell the officer before I even get the ticket, like, you know he messed up, right? Like, I'm going to be petty. I'm bringing pennies, nickels, quarters, dimes, don't matter. You want dollar bills too? Nah, that ain't going to happen.
You going to feel my wrath.
My man's crazy.
You want them like the $1 coins? You might get one. Oh, if it's like $231, you're going to get $230 and then that one.
Imagine they're all counting and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're all counting and they're like, hey, you're missing $1.
Oh. Here you There you go. Oh, that's how petty I am, man.
Hey, man, knowing you probably going to stop them from counting too. Like, fuck, I lost count.
We're going to be here for another 2 hours. Hey, I'm about to go to Subway real quick. I'll be back.
Hey, baby, you can literally just leave. You paid it off, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm just saying, that's how petty I am, man.
But I do, like, working as a, me, like, food, we have the right to refuse service to anybody. Can they do that to you, though?
Nah, because you're...
Nah, they're paying for the
Yeah.
There we go.
You paying currency?
So you know what? I never got a ticket. No, knock on.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, where's the wood? Pause. Sorry. There's the wood right there. I'm gonna knock on it for you.
Where is it?
I'm knocking on it for you.
You said where the wood? You said that shit so suspect.
Like, pause.
You had to say pause after that shit.
Like, pause. I did.
Oh, too late.
Oh, I did it like
let's
a
get
second
to
too
some
late.
of this right here. Hoodie RKZ said, "Do y'all think Jello has a chance to make it in the NBA?"
No.
Is it?
Nah. After a good 2-year journey, it's like it's over with.
I think he took over the little rock star lifestyle. He done tied his body, so it's like, I mean, you gotta
make an argument about Lonzo and.
but Lonzo was already.
They were already projected.
You get me? So it's like with Jello, you gotta focus on your talent before you worry about. You get me being the top star and doing all this. So I mean, with Melo, I mean, I've always said that Melo was gonna be better than Lonzo and Jello. So I mean, if Lonzo came in the traditional way through UCLA and out of the league, so with Jello, I mean, he done got signed to the Pistons. Why they cut him?
The Pistons are one of the worst teams in the world.
Yeah, so like you can't get.
Just in case you guys didn't know.
So you can't get much worse.
So he was in the league, but he's not gonna make a comeback like.
He was gonna be on the practice squad at best.
Yeah, he ain't. Yeah,
but I've always said though, out of all three of them, Jello was gonna be the worst one.
Oh yeah,
he was.
I didn't even see him in the league.
Because he's undisciplined though. Like that's not talent wise or anything. Just
he's the shortest one out of all of them. He's 6'5". Yeah, even though we're not gonna sit there and act like 6'5" ain't tall as hell, but it's like
but it's like you could be undisciplined and still have talent. So talent gonna find you. You get me? So they just gonna have to, hey son, you know, I mean you gotta tone it down, But when you're reckless and you ain't talented, they ain't taking a chance on you.
No. Mario Angeles, hey, what's up, man? By the way, I like to give you guys a. So if you guys are trying to buy a car and need a good salesman, go to Mario Angeles, man.
Yeah, man.
He's the one who actually helped me get my Challenger right now. So if you guys are looking for a good salesman, man, Mario's your man.
Good man.
Plug alert.
Most def. He said Lakers 3-peat. I can see it.
3-peat?
I say back to back.
I say back to back.
I'm not gonna go that far and say 3-peat.
Because keep in mind, you gotta add KD and Harden and Kyrie with more experience. You gotta add Clay coming back off an injury. So it's a matter of what the Warriors are gonna do. Is the Clippers gonna keep Kawhi and PG together? I mean, I think it's gonna get harder for LeBron to 3-peat, but back to back, I see that happening. They making the finals this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they're making the finals.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
unless the Clippers are like really disciplined and they really bounce back from that,
and Kawhi actually clutches up like he should.
Well, I'm not even going to do Kawhi like that because the first 6 games of that Denver series, he showed up. It was Paul George that cost him the whole series.
Hit him backboards and shit.
Man, backboards, sidelines. Shoot, air balls.
So my thing is, I even hold Kawhi to like a standard because you're top 5 in the league for sure. I mean, if your shot ain't falling, at least lock this motherfucker. How you let Jamal Murray go crazy?
Go 40.
So I mean, you have to find some way to contain him. So I mean, we're talking Kawhi and Paul George, both defensive players. Let this man go crazy.
Him and what was it?
Yeah, but Jokic is 7 feet.
I mean, Jokic is Jokic.
Yeah, he's 7 feet. So I mean, ain't nobody.
He scored a 20-point triple-double with 19 assists.
Yeah, but it's like he's down the paint.
Like, how you let a 7-footer get 19 assists? Like,
but if we talking,
was it 19 assists or 19 rebounds? I forgot what. I expected him to get 19 rebounds.
Stat line, though.
But he put up a triple-double that game 7. I remember that.
Yeah.
Like, I watched top to bottom. Like, y'all let this motherfucker shoot threes left and right? Like,
let me ask you this about the Lakers last year winning the championship. Do you guys think they should have swept every team they played?
No.
Just toy with them a little bit.
I think
give them one game.
I think the finals. You know, they could have swept them. To be honest. The final game.
I say gentleman sweep.
Yeah.
Gentleman sweep for sure. It shouldn't have went to 6 games if they mentally played correctly. If Danny Green actually.
If Danny Green makes that shot, different story.
That's why I say it's.
We're not gonna get on them for that though, but 6 viewers, man, come on, start sharing. Yeah, we appreciate y'all though, bro.
Even though it's Wednesday night, it's weird, but listen, this is actually very good for a Wednesday night. So
yeah, we appreciate.
I'm actually proud of you guys. So
we love you. By the way, man, you know, I know we're doing the lives on Chemp's channel, so. As soon as we start getting more equipment and, you know, camera, you know, we're going to start posting on the official channel. We're going to share that on our bios, and we're going to make that everywhere. But for now, this is what we're working with. Please bear with us.
So any other questions before we jump to my questions?
I think we should jump to this.
Jocelyn Martinez said, "Hey, what's up, girl? How you doing?"
Hey, what's going on?
You guys don't know what I do, so
Yeah, I don't. But she's still love.
yeah,
Alright,
she's supporting.
So from now on, I mean,
Sports
if
talk.
you guys still, I mean, keep commenting and asking us questions about sports, we'll still cover them. But for now, we're gonna transition to like the real questions that y'all didn't ask me on IG. So we're gonna start it off. This time, I didn't really bother remembering everybody's ad and mentions and stuff. So I mean, I'm gonna just go based off the question. I mean, people know who asked what.
Yeah, we picked up the best. Some of the best.
Yeah, I mean, if we didn't ask every question that I sent, it's like, I mean, bear with us.
Eventually, we're going to get to them.
Yeah, bear with us, but I mean, for the most part, just crunch them all down because let's say you didn't ask a question and someone asked a similar question, I'm gonna just combine them two together.
Yeah, so you're either way you're getting an answer.
Yeah, you're gonna get a general answer. So let's top it off.
Like we said before, if you're looking for the right answers, this ain't for you, baby.
Yeah.
So let's here for the opinions and here for the laughs.
Let's jump from the top. Let's jump from the top. Is she was wondering any past, current, or future life challenges. So give us an example of a challenge that you have faced, are currently facing, or will face.
You know what? I think the worst challenge for me was probably just losing weight. Now as a grown, and this is a present.
So that's a past or a present?
Present one.
Okay.
Yeah, because before I was losing, because sports, we was all fucking.
We were fit.
Well, we were fit. Yeah. Now we're. Yeah. Let's not get there.
So what's a past
going through depression. Suicidal thoughts, a lot of people. I don't like to go in it because I don't like to,
No, but mental health.
Mental health is real.
Mental health is real. Like you guys might not see it in me, man, but I am somebody that hasn't attempted, because I've never actually had like the. I'm gonna use the
cojones to do it.
I'm gonna use the scientific term gonads to do it. But to anybody battling depression, man, reach out to people, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people out there that are willing to help you, even if you don't know them.
And even that is like there's always someone that loves you, whether it's a family member, a friend, a coach, a teacher.
Nobody's really hating unless you're Donald Trump. Even he's loved. Even he's loved by all his people.
Some people, but you make a point.
Yeah.
You make a point.
But that's a story for another day. But for real, on a serious note though, reach out to somebody, man.
Definitely.
If you need to speak to somebody, man, even us, we'll drop our IGs on the chat.
I'll drop it
on the description.
I'll drop it after the video. I got y'all.
And you reach out to somebody, man. It's not worth losing your life, or you're putting your whole family in jeopardy, man. There's no. I'm sorry if I sound wrong for saying this, but there's no point in being selfish of yourself. Taking your own life, or
so it can be a misery for somebody else.
Yeah, you got to put into consideration. There's always somebody worse.
True.
There's always somebody worse.
So what's a future challenge that you feel like you'll face or eventually run into?
You know what? I gotta think on that one because honestly,
same here.
Honestly,
for me,
there's one that I have in mind, but that's like really like personal information. Right after that.
If anything, we could just keep it.
No, honestly,
I mean, it's hard to think about what I'm a have a problem with 5 years down the line because you don't know you're gonna encounter that problem.
That's why so
it's like there's always gonna be challenges. But it's like for me to point out
one would probably be probably not accomplishing my dream of becoming a pro boxer. That's probably the one I'm more.
That's like the biggest fear or something.
Yeah, it's a fear, but it's stuck in my head because it's not for everybody, man.
Right.
It's not. It's for everybody, but it's just not meant for everybody. If that makes any sense, you get me? Yeah, it's not guaranteed for everybody. I'm gonna say it like that.
Like anything in life.
Yeah, it's everything, but there's always a purpose for somebody.
Facts.
But yeah, that's pretty much my three. Honestly, my past, present, and my future. But like I said, once again, if you're battling through depression or anything, man, reach out to anybody, man.
Facts.
And like I said, we're here for it. We're here to listen to anybody, man. We're constantly on our phones half the time, especially with this pandemic. So,
which I was about to discuss my future about, like.
Yeah. So what would you say your past, present, and future are?
Past, it will probably be like when it comes to What do you mean by past? When you,
like your past challenge that you would say like hard challenge to get past.
Just losing a parent in general for me, because I have elderly parents. If you actually met them, eventually you guys are gonna meet them one day.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you have like an 80-year-old father, ironically, you don't know when it's that day is gonna come. If you really think about it, but with this pandemic, what's going into my future, it's for me, like for anybody to show up in the house with like COVID or something like that. That's what makes this so scary with this pandemic. Is
you just never know.
You never know because it's so airborne, and it's with the information that is given to us about like
it's very little.
It's like 50-50 right now. It's like you don't know the real information of it. It's just it's like a placebo effect in a sense, if it makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. But
so,
and that's the thing, I think it caught all of us by surprise. It actually made us take it a little more serious, especially because we three lost a father figure. Durazo, R.I.P. to OG.
R.I.P. Coach Durazo, man.
Yeah, to this day, man, I still can't believe it, man. But I know he's somewhere around here. He's probably watching this right now.
Roasting us one by one.
Yeah, he probably.
But he gonna show love no matter what.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. He gonna wrestle us to the ground.
For real.
I'll punch you.
I'll punch him right in the fat. That's what.
Stop.
He probably moving right now as we speak.
We miss you, bro.
We miss you, Durazo, man, and Coach Mark too, man.
Yes, man. For real.
We love you cracking jokes and me making fun of your bald shiny head, man.
Yeah. But that man had smooth.
So what's a current challenge that you feel like you're facing?
Man, really, this pandemic, if you really think about it, like it's happening to everybody globally. Honestly, mainly in America. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
It's a challenge because like some of the things that we really want to do is like we're limited in a sense. Mm-hmm. So when it comes to goals and stuff like that, it's a slight hold, but it's still possible. But you still have that like limitation to be like, you can only do so much. Yeah. So that's like my future. Like, if I forgot the question, I hope I answered.
Yeah, just like challenges.
Challenges.
So I think for me, like my previous, like in my past challenge, that's a good one. I think I would just say like, I think how Script said, like just dealing with. I mean, I wouldn't say a self-esteem issue, but it's just like, man, like what am I gonna do with my life? You get me? Mm-hmm. So that thought at a young age is like can really fuck with your head. So it's like, what am I gonna do? So I mean, I come from a 2-parent household, but it's like still you see people like close friends getting killed. You see family members die. You know, so it's just like fuck. Like what?
And it's just so crazy right now, especially.
Like you think about a person's legacy. I mean, not necessarily a celebrity or an icon or stuff like that. But you think about one person's legacy, no matter how normal they seem, is like what's the legacy you're gonna leave behind. So what's something your parents gonna remember you by? What's something your siblings, your kids? I mean, if you have kids, so it's like that's a thought that can really fuck with somebody at a young age. So. I think that's
especially if you're 21 and younger.
Exactly. So I think that's a pass because I think now I got over it because I mean what I learned to kind of live by is like you live every day like your last. So I mean you have anything to say, you say you feel like doing anything, you do it. You get me? Of course it's within the law, but I mean I just think that's something that I learned to kind of cope with. So I think that present challenge that I'm facing is just since me being in school, I kind of had to adapt to the online learning. So I mean I'm trying to graduate on time. I'm trying to get my degree. And it's even harder because you have to deal with.
You want to walk that stage too.
So I mean, you're trying to deal with the asshole professors. I mean, let alone you're doing it online. So it's like you gave me all that stuff. So it's just hard. So that's a current challenge that I'm facing because I am in school and it is hard. So I mean, there's people that like online learning. I personally don't. So I mean,
because there's so much distraction. That's kind of like me. Like right now, when my mom, kind of told me like, tone it down. I know you want to box, but tone it down in the gym a little bit because I know it's open and I know it's available for you. But with this COVID going around right now, it's real. There's something going on. There's something really, really bad going on right now, and we need to take it as much serious as we can. I've worked out in my house, at least 3 times since this happened, and it's hard because you have all these distractions around you, but you got to put yourself mentally into something that that you just start ignoring everything. You just shut yourself down.
But that's the thing, though. I don't think it for me personally. I'm speaking for me. I don't think it's necessarily about the distraction because when I'm in class, I'm in my room, I'm focused. But it's just not engaging because you're sitting with the professor in class. You're reading his body language. He's reading yours. He calls on you. You're talking. But behind the monitor, we're talking a screen, and it's like. He could mute me. I need to.
Sure, if it was like a one-on-one type of conversation, for sure, I understand. Mm-hmm. But if you're the type of person like me, I'm like, yo, let's be real. Who's really listening to this lecture?
Probably
unless it's like your actual major and stuff like that, I understand. But if it's like
high school,
like chemistry or something like that, come on.
Oh yeah.
Are we really gonna like mix the like? Yeah. And on top of that, how are you gonna get the equipment and stuff like that, and then communicate with the teacher on top of that? So for me, I feel like I'll do better at it because it gives me more time to think.
And there's a lot of students that actually can't afford Wi-Fi.
True.
In high school.
That is true. Yeah. You do make a point.
But unfortunately, this is what we have come to.
It sucks, but it's
something we're gonna have to work with. If they say it's true, we have to deal with this for the next 4 years, then so be it. We're gonna have to make the best.
I'm not gonna go that far and say 4 years. I give it another year.
But that's what they've been saying too.
Yeah.
But hey, you gonna see us though. You gonna have us to be entertaining you guys every
a whole lot of episodes. So
most definitely.
All right, so
we'll get to some questions. Oh, actually, I have one from one of my longtime friends and. Yeah, Destiny Garcia, she actually had a question for us. She said, what are some of our goals in life? It could be either present or future goals. I think I want to start off that question by saying, one of my present goals right now is to get in shape, lose all this weight and start training more for boxing. Try to find more. What?
Nothing.
Well, what's so funny?
That's good.
What's so funny? I'll pull the taser out right now. Boy, anyways, man, I just plan on taser this maybe, but that's.
You have a taser?
Huh? You want?
Hell no.
You want a taser?
Hell no.
I said you got a pepper spray. I was like, bro, I'd rather be tasing pepper spray.
You wanna get mazed?
Nah, bro. I heard maze burns, bro.
Bro,
a tase, like you get tased, bro, that shit quick. But when you get maze, bro, you're gonna be there for 30 minutes trying to get your eyes to work.
Bro,
and then water doesn't help.
So, you
have to take it for the team.
You ever heard of bear spray?
Yeah.
That's worse.
Actually, one thing. I'm sorry to get off topic or anything.
Yeah, my bad, Destiny. I just had to. Yeah.
We love you though.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah, we love you.
She said goals, right?
Yeah.
So it's get in shape, but
like personal goals.
Personal goals. Yeah, probably it's probably that right now because right now I really don't have the opportunities to go anywhere else. Right now, but I'm on my grind though, so that's always a plus.
Okay.
And I can't complain. With the things I've done in my life, I have a pretty good life. It gives me enough to live a good life and get myself. I hate to say it like this, but give me the luxuries that I want.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. I mean,
everybody wants that type of lifestyle.
I think for me personally, like if I had to kind of single out a goal, it's just to be done with school. You get me? Not necessarily with my current situation, but it's like. I mean, for me being a first-generation college student, and it's like not necessarily a college student, but a college graduate. So I didn't graduate from community, but it's like I kind of had to talk with my professors and talk with teachers and stuff like that. So I kind of always had an interest in law, I guess you could say. So right now I'm kind of experimenting on that side of it. So after I'm done with my bachelor's on this, I'm planning on applying to law school and just trying to work that career path. So there's one thing from working a job to working a career. So I think law is a career that I really want to seek. So I think my current goal is to kind of put my foot in the door in the law career. So whether it's getting admissions or even getting scholarships and stuff like that. So, I mean, that's definitely my current goal right now. So I would say school being a present and future goal for me. So just getting done with school and getting focused on starting a career, starting a family. You get me? So
starting a family honestly is my last. It's like my bottom.
I'm getting old.
You know,
hey,
like 23. You got a whole life, bro. You straight.
Nah, bro.
Like my teacher
I think about it like this, bro. If I have kids, right? Because I plan to have kids somewhat early. Mm-hmm. If I have kids at 30, I mean, I come from Mexicans, bro, so I have a quinceañera if I have a daughter. I ain't trying to be fucking 45 by the time my daughter is 15. So it's like, let me have a kid by 25, 27, 28. You get me? So.
Oh, yeah.
You get me? So, I mean,
you only off by like, what, 2, 3, 4 years? Like, age-wise? It's not bad.
Yeah, I want to at least have, like, my school somewhat out the way so I can start a family. I'm already working my way to my career, so that's what I mean.
I see some good questions in the comments, man. We'll get to them right now, okay? Just give us a chance. We're gonna,
Oh, snap! Goals for me. I forgot. My bad. Goals for me. I'm thinking about being an engineer, but I switched my major for that to music. Then I switched music to digital.
Yeah, you dropping mixtapes, man.
Oh yeah, I'm dropping mixtapes. That's right.
Shoot.
But either way, my goals are still there. I'm not like off like starting over again, stuff like that. But that's like my goals for now is just like getting my bachelor's in digital arts. Something entertainment related, so that's why we're doing this. So it gives me somewhat of a head start.
The next thing you know, man, he will probably be directing for Brain Bros. You never know.
Shit out.
Whoa.
Crazy. Alright, so next question
Shout out to Brain Bros.
Next question is relationship advice. What do you guys think is the good parts of relationships and bad parts of relationships?
What is the good part?
Yeah.
You're not lonely, to be honest.
Facts.
I mean, you have, I don't care how bad and tough you think you are, man, but honestly.
It's something about that woman presence.
It's just something about having that specific, like I can be here for you all the time, man, but I can't, no homo. I can't be like, oh.
It's usually that's it, bro. We get it.
But it's just different.
It hits different.
There's different, like
having
I think,
that one somebody.
I think you can have a homie, right? Like how you were saying, you can have a homie you care about and not. But it's like with the woman, I mean, some women gonna flame you for this. But you think women as softer than men. You get me? So, I mean, women go, nah, what the fuck are you talking about? Nah, but it's like, realistically, a man is supposed to hide his emotions. Women are supposed to be emotional and stuff like that. So when you have a man, I mean, and you're in the presence of a woman, especially behind closed doors, bro, you're going to be cuddly, you're going to be loving, you're going to be lovey-dovey. You get me? You're going to be all that. So, I mean, like you're saying, it's like, it's good to, like, not be lonely, so.
I'm telling you, if somebody knows something about feeling lonely, it's me, man. That's one reason why I got myself into deep depression. It was pretty bad. That's why, I'm not gonna say I ever successfully, did any harm to myself because I've always been scared to do anything. But I did gain about 150 pounds, during that process. And it's unfortunate, but the damage can be undone. And I'm gonna say I can't stress it enough, man. If you guys need someone to talk to, reach out. Don't stay quiet.
All right, now what's a bad part of a relationship?
Bad about a relationship, you go broke. You go broke.
It costs more.
Everything's more expensive. It's not just you anymore.
Especially nowadays, well, it's over with.
Yeah. And on top of that, you do
communication too.
Consistency, because there's been a lot of times I've talked to a handful of girls that want to be talking like, constantly. Like, no.
I mean, that could be cool, but it's like,
no, it's cool. It's cool.
Like
I understand a text, here and there. Let me know. I'd rather let you know, or have you let me know. I'm gonna be busy right now. I'll text you later at night when you have to know when I'm not busy. But when you go the whole day without texting me,
I think you still need your space though. Like even like with my female though, when I'm talking to, and it's like we have that communication where it's like we wake up and text and da. But it's like for the most part, if I'm eating or she's eating or I'm doing something, I'll be like, hey, you know what? I'm doing something. I'll text you when I'm home. Mm-hmm. So you get me? So she understands. Like even today, like when I was I'm at my boy house, we about to do something. It's oh yeah, just text me when you're home safe and da. So it's like just having that communication is cool because
that independence.
Yeah, but it's like if you're always talking 24/7, I mean, you want your space too. You get me? So it's like then you open the doors up for like why didn't you text me back quick enough? Like what were you doing for the next 5 minutes? So it's like if you know
that's where the communication
exactly. You get me? So
to answer the question down.
Yeah, so it's like I mean if you know that you're locked in with that person, and then like for example right now I could go 3-4 hours without texting her back, and she's still going. You get me? But she knows that when I get home I'm gonna text you. So let's say I'm only supposed to be here for 2 hours, and I end up taking 5-6 hours. Like she knows. But it's like she knows that I'm gonna text you. You get me? So it's like I mean it's cool.
Yeah, but one thing is
have that communication.
Oh my bad. But one thing is being concerned, and one thing is just being plain talk just crazy and like, oh, why'd you text me back? Oh, why this?
That's why I say communication.
Yeah, concerned. Like, I'll accept if you tell me, oh, you know what? You told me if you're concerned why it took longer than usual, I'm gonna explain to you why. But when you start asking
I ain't explaining shit. Leave me the fuck alone.
There's one. Okay, the first question I'm gonna tolerate. The second, I'm like, you know what? No, you're crazy.
Not because my thing, you answered the first time. She expects you to answer it the second time. Me, I'm gonna just tell you off top. Like, yo, why you coming in my minutes or what? Like, yeah, because I mean, for one, like, why is it a problem if I take 5 minutes or 10 minutes?
No, yeah, no.
You
I
know,
can see your point though. I can see your point
see it too.
Because
I just don't like being put in check.
most definitely.
So like,
all men don't want to be put in
that's
check.
what I'm saying. So, like, if someone
bound to happen.
Yeah, like if someone's trying to count my minutes, I'll be like, you know what, respectfully, I was doing something, so I don't appreciate you blowing my phone up while I'm talking to my, like, realistically right now. Like, if she blowing my phone up, that shit gonna be irritating. You know, I told you what I was doing, why you blowing me up? Oh, but you said you gonna take an hour. It's been an hour, 30 minutes.
Okay.
You get me? I'll be like, and? Like, motherfucker, like, what you expect me to do? Like, just cut this shit off? Like, I'm not.
And then when the flip, like the script gets flipped, and it's we complain about it now. We just assholes.
Yeah, and it's like,
so that's the reason why I'm like, yo, communication.
I'm not that person.
Thing.
Like, we gonna get to the because somebody asked experience with the crazy female. We gonna get to that after because this kind of leads into it.
I mean, that falls into it.
Yeah, that falls into it. So next, oh, did you give your good and bad on the relationship?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So next question is, why do men cheat on women and blame her for the wrongdoings? That's a good one. Which I ain't never done personally.
So I've never cheated on nobody.
So I ain't cheated.
I believe like cheating is gonna backfire like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I ain't cheat or blame nobody because
that's why I advise men all the time, man. Dog, don't do it. Cause
you have to know.
It's gonna hurt,
especially if you have a family like a daughter and
a son.
It's gonna hurt. Or even a good woman, like even if you don't have kids, but you have a good woman, bro. You know how much it's gonna hurt you when she's getting treated better by someone that could have been you, bro. That shit gonna hurt your soul, bro. Like, you don't have a good one. I think we talked about it episode 1. If you have a good woman, a loyal woman, a beautiful woman, and you fucked it up, and now you gotta watch her get treated like a fucking queen.
I'm gonna do that better than you too.
Yeah, that take a motherfucker uglier, bro. You gonna be like, bro, this nigga, like, this.
You mean to tell me how all the people
but it's like he gonna treat her like a queen. Something
exactly.
you should have done. So
exactly, it already hurts enough not to get the chance you deserve. Imagine somebody who doesn't deserve, you know.
Yeah. That's why I advise men, like, please,
don't cheat, man.
For the culture, just don't cheat.
I know women. I look, no disrespect to women. I know girls, even men, can be fucking irritating at times. But please do not cheat. It's never the answer. It's never the way out. If you don't love somebody and you guys have a little family, okay, take care of your family. That's all you have to do.
Facts.
But if you don't feel love for that person anymore, just leave.
That's why I said in episode 1, like, short-term decisions lead to long-term consequences.
That part.
That one mess up could mess you a long time, and now
it haunts you.
It haunts you. That's why I advise men do not.
And
cheat.
now you got to do it
it
for the rest of your life. I shoulda, coulda, woulda.
But it's like to answer the question directly as to why they do it, we'll never know. Maybe we're dealing with insecurity issues. Maybe you just never know what that guy is going through. But it's like my personal belief is you cheat, you have the balls to cheat, you have the balls to suck up to it and own up to say, hey, you know what, I fucked up. It just so happened that she had a big booty or whatever the case was. But don't blame her because now you already fucked her up mentally to say I wasn't good enough for you. That's why you went out and cheated. Let alone you're blaming me for whatever you did.
Now if that role flips.
Yeah, I don't know. No, but me personally,
I understand what you mean.
I think we've all been cheated on, but it's like at the same time, it's like I know I didn't do anything wrong. You get me? Because you cheated because you wanted to. So it's like women. I mean, not saying women don't have the mental capacity to think like that, but most women think that when a man cheats, it's because something you did. It's nothing you did. The guy just was being a hoe. So I mean, like
that's really the only answer.
Like for me personally, when I was like done dirty, and it's like I know there's nothing I could have done better. Because I didn't give you everything, I didn't do what I was supposed to do, so that's one thing. But it's like if a woman is doing what she's supposed to do, and a guy cheats on her, it's like, fuck, that's already devastating. But then the guy comes on and says, you know what, I cheated because you did this and you didn't do that. Just imagine how like degrading that is for a female. So I don't know why a guy would do that personally, but I just think, I mean,
he's not a man.
That's the female activities type of stuff.
Yeah, that's
well, you know what?
He ain't a real man.
We'll never know, but just know that we have never done it to anybody.
Nor would we.
No, yeah, exactly.
Because that shit, I'm telling you, that shit's gonna bite you in the ass like down the road. That's why I advise people just, hey, if you wasn't ready for the relationship day one, you shouldn't be in one.
Facts.
Like,
and you know off top, like if you know that if you're talking to somebody, okay, this is someone I can see myself with. You get me? So I mean, I mean,
and I'm sorry to cut you off, but I hate this like saying that like woman intuition is real. If you knew it was real, why the fuck didn't you say that day one then? Think about it, like
that's the thing though. I be seeing like, not to talk shit on females or nothing, but I be seeing like some females that like they put up with a lot of shit.
Yeah,
like
on a daily.
I be like, you hear me? How the fuck is that okay? Oh, but I love him. You love him that much? Like, you get me? He done disrespected you. He done cheated on you. He done like, and you still love. I'm sorry, like, yeah, I probably built different, but it's like I ain't tolerating shit. The moment you do something, and it's like, that's a conversation off the top. The second minute you do something, I ain't sticking around because I don't feel like having this conversation every 2 weeks talking about how you disrespect in front of my mama.
Speaking on the fact that a lot of these women that take a lot of shit from somebody, if I'm around you enough and I see your man slap you or anything, I'm going off. I'm sorry.
Perhaps.
We don't talk.
He look at you. He look at you.
It depends who it is though.
Huh?
It depends who it is. I ain't getting killed for a female that ain't my female.
Facts.
Yeah.
Just imagine you at a restaurant, right? You eating. Somebody slap the shit out that girl and you gonna get up, take off on her, and now you pull out a pistol and kill you.
Now you gonna look at
I feel.
Now you can't look at yourself because
no, but it's like I had nothing to do with that. Now it's different if it's my sister or my mom.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. So if it's my sister,
bro.
If it's my sister or my mom, I mean that's different.
I'm not gonna say what I would do if somebody slapped my mom, but
no,
but you know what, man? I've seen, you know, I'm not gonna make this nothing, but my parents are like, sometimes they won't like physically, they won't like physically, they'll physically like wrestle each other, and I see my mom take my dad down, so it's like, you know what? I don't really worry about my mom too much.
Yeah, no, I ain't like how you said it's like, yeah, if I see someone get smacked, I mean, if I'm at a date, right, and it's like if we double dating, if we whatever, like if it's multiple couples, like for example, you know how like when you see like 2-3 friends and they're all coupled up and say, hey, let's all go to dinner. So if I see one of my homies or something disrespect their female, I'm like, hey, my boy, like, you know, I'm pulling to the side, I'm like, hey, my boy, respectfully, bro, you shouldn't treat your woman like that. I know it's none of my business or nothing, but you being my boy, I'm gonna tell you what like you shouldn't do. If you take it, then that's cool. If you don't take it, I'm not here to correct you. I'm just telling you what is and isn't acceptable. Now, if it keeps going down the line and you still keep disrespecting them, then respect me. I'm gonna just not go to dinner with you. You get me? Because I'm not gonna put my female in a bad position. Now she feels uncomfortable because you done been disrespecting with your female for the past hour and a half. We trying to have dinner and you arguing. You get me? So,
but now if you're
wasting our time.
Now if you're my boy and I see you beating on women, yeah, you getting smacked around. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
until he pull out that strap.
If it's my boy, yeah, we definitely throwing hands.
Oh yeah.
But
hey man, before we continue, man, I'd like to keep. We had 8 consistent views the whole night, man. I appreciate y'all.
Salute.
For real. You know, before we continue with my boy's question, man, I'm gonna link to the comments real quick. You know, I know.
A whole lot of comments. It's a whole lot of comments, bro.
He said, working in the COVID medical field, that's not a question. It said, if you had a chance to fix any mistake you had in the past, what would you fix?
Oh, that's a good one. Who asked that?
Zion, that's what he wanted to call
him. Zion, good looking, bro.
That's
What's
a good
going
question.
on, man? Damn.
Yeah, you know.
If I had you said one mistake?
Yeah. I don't want to consider this a mistake because it did teach me a lot in life, but you know what it is? Letting a heartbreak get to me and put me into depression because you know I'm shaped the way I am because of that. I'm not gonna say because of that, but majority mentally that's probably what I would change honestly. Other than that, I wouldn't change it.
Mine would be more of like academics in high school type of thing.
I was thinking that. Yeah, I was thinking.
I feel like if I put myself in a better situation, like if I took high school serious, like my junior to senior year, I'd have been in a better situation. Well, that's just life in general. Who knows what?
But even then, you still had like good grades. I remember I used to.
That was decent.
I remember I passed every math class with like a C or better because I paid them to do my homework.
Not me. Like I think like how you said is like with academics, I agree with that only because it's like for the most part, I was taught early to kind of think your actions through. You get me? Think about the possible consequences, what can happen, da da da. So I never did anything, even though I mean I done done like stuff. You get me that I shouldn't have done, but I don't regret it only because it made me the person I am today. So I mean the drugs, the crime, all that shit, and it's like I learned that that's not a life I wanted to live because if I keep doing that, it's gonna end me up somewhere where I don't want to end up. So if I would have kept up with my academics, because I think it was my sophomore year, I done had a .7 GPA. So, like, they done got home, and now my mom... Yeah,
wait, what was your GPA? I know you had more than that.
Like, my lowest GPA was like a 2.2 2.2.
I wish for a 2.2.
Shit, what?
My lowest. I consider coming from a mom that's like a USC grad, that's like fuck, like
that's the thing though. Like my parents, they gave me everything.
My boy's mom, man.
Like, shout out to mom, but it's like goddamn, like.
But that's the thing though. Like my parents, they gave me everything to be successful in school. I just wasn't doing shit. Yeah. Why? Because it goes back to what we talked about episode 1: the girls, the distractions, the homies. So for me, I was exposed to a lot of shit that was taking away my time. True. So it's like, do I want to do this homework or do I want to go kick a female?
Well, for me, it was different because like my dad's health situation messed it up too. So it's like my freshman sophomore year, like even he could tell you like I helped him out a lot in math. I'm looking at his math answers like, what the fuck is this? like first of all, you well off. But I'm gonna fix it though. We got it though.
Like this was doing 1-step equations on fucking 3-step. Like goddamn.
Like I was really good at math. It's just like by the time
I tell
my dad's situation happened, like I fell off a little bit. I wasn't horrible, but it was like.
Now me, I just didn't give a fuck. Like I really did not care. So my mom didn't.
Which eventually led me to that. It was
so like my mom then went up talked to the coach talking about I'm gonna pull him out of football. Da, da, da. I remember coach said no, I got him. Like. Leave him in football. We gonna get his grades up and da da da. Bro, when I tell you, coach, you remember how coach done work you. You do something wrong and coach say he got you.
Especially DeRozzo, bro.
Yeah, this was G.
In fact, G was worse.
If G said, "Hey, I got him," you know what that means. That mean you ain't gonna be able to. Yeah.
On top of that, he was your linebacker coach too. He specialized in linebackers.
So for me, it's like I didn't have to do hella workouts before and after practice, and now I had to go to 0 period because if he didn't see me in it, I was gonna be double the workout.
Mandatory.
So for me, it's like,
anybody that went to 0 period is the worst.
Yeah, so for me, I mean, I done bumped my grades up, but it's like if I would have kept my grades consistent all throughout high school, I probably would have been straight to a university. You get me? Not had to go through community college, then transition.
I felt like I would have at least went to a Cal State at least.
Yeah.
Put me in a better situation, and on top of that, my dad's a military type of guy, so I don't have to pay for school, thank God, because that would have been horrible. But that also would have gave me a lot more motivation if I'd known at the time, like, oh damn, if I know my dad's benefits in high school, I would have taken it a lot more serious. Yeah. So, like I said, information, knowledge is power, man.
I think academics was definitely a big one for me.
Yeah, but me though. Speaking of college, somebody asked, "Are you guys in college?" Like, they are. Me, bro.
We literally about to touch that.
Hey, we about to touch that.
We have 2 questions back to back about college.
We got you.
Yeah, but this one coming up is juicy. But nah, man, me, I always said if I gotta pay out of pocket, I'm not going. I'm sorry, that's just me.
What gets me to the next one?
Yeah. So let's transition over to college life. Right. So someone asked college life, is it good or bad? No, the good or bad about higher education.
I mean, I'm gonna let you guys answer that.
So what would you say is something good about higher education? What would you say something bad about college education?
Good about higher education? I mean the benefits, like when you graduate, it's like I wouldn't say you almost untouched, but it's like, man, getting paid $100,000 just to do what you do a year, it's like it's dope. But the bad is like,
but then it's not guaranteed though.
It's not guaranteed. That's part of the bad.
You know how many people I've met that actually have like a bachelor's degree
and ain't doing shit,
and they ain't doing shit. Not necessarily because they're not looking. It's that they're looking, but people aren't hiring. Mm-hmm. But that's why for that.
But that's why school is not always about the degree. Right. I've always said it. For me, I'm not chasing the degree. I'm chasing the knowledge. Because what good is getting a 4-year degree, a fucking PhD or whatever, and you can't get a job. Mm-hmm. But if you have the knowledge,
especially if you paying out of pocket too.
Yeah. So if you have the knowledge, you're gonna have the resources, the connection, or whatever. Say, hey, like get me into this internship program, get me into this volunteering program. You gonna meet X, Y, and Z. You gonna meet person. You get me? So it's like it's not all about the degree itself. So I think when you change your mindset, because someone that's not educated, coming from my 2 parents that aren't educated, like my mom and my dad both graduated high school, but they don't know what college life is like. You get me? So they don't know the benefits, they don't know the downside. Mm-hmm. So for me, when I have to learn that as I go, and I'm meeting professors, tell me, nah, sons, like stick through it. So for me, I'm just like, I'm just in school because I'm here.
You doing it for you, basically.
Yeah. So it's like,
because if you're doing this for your parents, bro, honestly. You're setting yourself up for failure.
So it's like for me, when I'm learning along the way, like I know what I want to do, but it's like I really have no idea how I'm gonna get there. You get me? Because I don't have the pathway that other people have. Because if you come from a family of judges and lawyers and doctors, more than likely you're gonna become one.
90% of the time.
So it's like
you're gonna become something.
Yeah, so it's like
you're gonna be up there in ranks.
Yeah, so it's like for me personally, like when I'm going through it, and it's like I'm reading professors, I'm meeting like counselors, I'm reading like all these different people. It's like it's cool for them to kind of talk to me and say, look, son, the next step is this. You should do this, and it's like, okay, cool. Then I do it, and
but the way how 2021 is right now with these entrepreneurs and stuff like that, man. You have a better chance being an entrepreneur than trying to get a degree right now, technically.
Yeah, definitely.
But don't think because, well, I'm not having this or nothing like that, but don't think because you're not in college, you're setting yourself up for failure.
No.
There's a lot of other things you can do. I've known more plumbers, more union construction workers, you know,
that are successful,
making more money than a college graduate,
and their job is way more secure.
And they love what they do. And I'm telling you guys because I've actually worked with welding myself, and you know, I actually had I worked with a lot of them, and I asked them, hey, if it's okay with you, how much you get paid, man? He gets paid $89 an hour, man, and he works about.
Because think about it.
It sounds about accurate.
Because plumbing, this is for plumbing, right?
No, welding.
Even welding.
Right
at
now,
some point, things have to get welded. At some point, that's a need. Mm-hmm. If you really think about it. Same thing with plumbing.
It's like a barber. Who's not gonna get the haircut? Who doesn't need a haircut?
Well, I cut my own hair, so I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, I say hell, man, doing that. Hell yeah.
All right, so now leading into the next question, is college a scam?
That could be 50-50.
In a sense, to be honest.
For me, I'll say yes.
I'm gonna say it like this though. If you can't pay out of pocket, what do? You take out loans. Let's say you finish whatever you accomplished what you wanted, but at the end of the tunnel, you don't end up getting a job where you want to go.
Yeah, you have to pay.
Now you're stuck paying all this shit out.
Yeah.
So,
like for me, I wouldn't personally say that college is a scam, only because how you were saying before, college but college is not guaranteed success. So I think college, like a lot of people perceive college, like I gotta get to college so I can be successful. That's the wrong way to think. I want to go to college so I can get the knowledge to become someone in life and find an idea of what I want to do. So for example, you're growing up and you want to become a vet, a nurse, a doctor, or something that requires education. You know that you have to get some level of education to become that, a teacher, a professor, or something. So for me, if you're going to become, how you just said, a barber and someone like that, like an entrepreneur, you don't need any level of school to become someone successful. But if you have an idea of like a career path that you want to go, and more than likely you're going to need some level of education.
Honestly, somebody said in the comments, like, college equals debt, at least nowadays. Yeah.
I mean, you're going to be in debt.
Oh, yeah.
That's a
so if you told a young 18-year-old that off rip, like, yo, at some point you have to take out a loan to get that degree. 90% of the time, the way how 2021 is, and the way how technology
But the way I would explain it to an 18-year-old, like, I can tell you because, like, I told my cousins this and I told, like, a bunch of people this, is like, if you're working a regular job, even whether you're working at a fast food job, you're working a warehouse job, you're working a temporary job. What happened?
No, keep going. Maybe we'll ask this one. Maybe.
I'll consider that in the bonus.
Okay. Maybe we'll answer it.
In like the last parts of the live. You just had it.
Shit.
Yeah, we ain't answering.
Like I said, we'll leave it in the bonus. Yeah. Next episode for sure.
Yeah.
You know what? Just maybe.
But like what I was saying is like, I forgot my fucking train of thought. But I think that if you're gonna become successful being an entrepreneur, there's no level of education. But how I explain it to like my younger people, like my younger siblings, my younger cousins, stuff like that. If you're gonna go out and work a temporary job, work a fast food job, work a warehouse job, I'm nobody to be knocking it. But have a plan. Have a plan in place, because is this something you could build a family off of? Have a mortgage payment off, pay your cars off. You get me? That's cool. But it's like,
and you have to know your community outside of what you're doing.
Exactly. So it's like, I know like a lot of young people, and it's like they're living at home, they're working their job, they're paying their car. That's cool. But it's like, you want to be living with your parents till you're 45? You get me? So it's like, that's not the way to think, because right now the money's good. You know, because Amazon is paying well over a lot. They're paying
but that's not the gift. That's not the goal.
Exactly. So for me, it's like, I don't see myself working, like, at least right now, because my parents say, you know what, you're going to go to school, we're going to support you while you're going to school. Right. So they kind of helped me get to where I am today because they don't put that burden on me and say, you know what, you need to pay bills. So if they did, I wouldn't be in school. I'd probably be working a job to pay my bills. But fortunately for me, my parents supported me. So it's like, I don't see college as a scam because they're pushing me to become something better, because if they see the education helping me to get to where I am, how can I argue with that? You get me? I mean, just let me go get
They want to see you succeed.
Exactly.
It's
So,
just,
but then again,
you gotta put in the work.
Then again, not everybody has that too.
True.
That's what I'm saying. It just depends on your situation. So, I mean, there's people that even go back to school when they're 30, 40. Why? Because they built up enough money and they invest to go back to school.
That's why I feel like if you're gonna go to college, if you gave me like the age group, the perfect time to go to college, 25.
Yeah.
Because think about it, when you get insurance,
you work. Yeah.
when you get insurance, for you to get a cheaper insurance, you got to be 25 at least.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to hold that, well, when it comes to the medical side of the field, when you get your own insurance, 25. Mm-hmm. So honestly, when it comes to responsibility, 25 is the magical age. I feel like you start at 25, you mean to tell me between 18 and 24, you at least got life to live and let you think about like
what you want to do.
What you want to do, because when you're 25, you're way more focused than what you were at 18.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So if this was me, if I was to tell an 18-year-old that from at least my experience, start at 25. You got what, if my math is correct, like 2,300 days to think about life? You got time to think about what the hell you want to do. Because let's be real, at 18, you better, even if you have a good goal, you're not going to be focused majority of the time. Because there's going to be distractions ahead of down the road.
Especially if you're living on campus at a party.
It's over with. So there goes homework.
Oh, yeah.
You better pray you don't manage to pull holes at the same time. That's even worse.
You guys need to watch Blue Mountain State. You have to get a prime example.
Man, honestly, if you ask me, is college a scam? That could be a 50-50 answer.
Yeah, it just depends on who you ask.
It depends on your situation and your focus.
Yeah.
And your focus.
Uh-huh. So is investing also worth it, such as stocks?
I've never done it.
Because if we're investing
I've never done it, but if you were to ask like us at a young age, let's say college is out the way, I feel like learning stocks, like it should teach you something at least.
I'm a low-key scratch investing. I think they need to teach investing in high school. Because if you're learning chemistry, you're learning biology, teach them to invest their money and what the benefit is. So when they have the money to invest, they know like somewhat. You get me? So for us at our age, nobody taught us how to invest. So we're learning as we go. And it's like,
especially us minorities too.
Yeah, so it's like nobody teaches us how to invest our money. So
like
it's like
said, they don't want to see you win.
They don't. So I mean, for us, it's like you see like a lot of people, they get 10 bands, 15 bands. What do? They go buy a car, they go buy a chain, they go buy this, they go buy designer. And it's like for me, I'm all for that. If that money is coming in.
If you're really smart and you thinking long term, you keeping that money, you're gonna find a way out to flip it.
So it's like for me personally, it's like I have like people that are close to me and it's like they're getting hundreds of thousands of dollars income. So why? Because they're salary workers. So if they're making that money coming in every month, 20 bands, 30 bands every month, what's a shopping spree? I'm gonna get 30 bands next month. So, I mean, for them, how am I going to tell them, like, hey, you shouldn't buy that Balenciaga shoes. You shouldn't buy that Louis purse.
They're going to live their best life.
Yeah, they have a house, they have their bills paid, kids are straight, school's paid for, everything is straight. So why would I say that? But when I look at someone that's working a warehouse job, buying fucking Christian Dior shoes, and it's like,
but they don't have a bed frame though.
Like, do you get me? Like, your priorities is fucked up. You get me? So it's like, yeah, you walk into the club with some like a $3,000 outfit, you pull in all the hoes.
But you living in an
apartment. But you living in an apartment. So
not to knock
you.
But your priorities are not
we're not knocking, but it's like I think that a lot of people don't realize what is worth investing and what's not worth investing. Invest in a house. Honestly, invest in property. Invest in stocks. So it's like, why? Because that's your residual income. You're bringing in that money constantly. So it's like, I could go to sleep right now and still be making money.
Especially if you're really good at technology and understanding how they work.
You see the trends.
With stocks too?
Yeah, you see what's going up. Yeah, you see what's going up, the trends. Like, yeah.
Especially if you have a good feel of the game for like stocks and stuff like that, bruh, you damn near untouchable.
Yeah.
So,
but if it honestly like,
now to answer the question, sorry to cut you off. Is it a good investment? Yes. But you
then
better learn
what you're doing
outside, and you better
don't just go in blind.
You better understand the risks that come with it, though.
Yeah, don't go in blind and invest your life savings.
Just like there's a lot of money to be made, there's a lot of
money to be lost.
And honestly, unless you're making 6 figures a year, don't do it.
Even that, some people would gamble at. Like, be like,
it's kind of like gambling in a way. You just
legal gambling.
I'd say if you make it out the first time, don't do it again.
Don't do it again.
It ain't happening. And I don't think I'm a firm believer. If you go gamble,
but if you're gonna do that, think smarter.
Yeah, or have a limit to yourself at least. But
so you won't blow the whole thing. Literally, it's like if you think about stocks, it's like gambling in a sense. It's legal gambling. Mm-hmm. You can gain money from it, and you damn sure can be in debt behind it. So
and not many, and then like I said, just like everything else, it's not meant for everybody.
Right.
You could just lose it in a second. So.
Yes.
Okay, so question?
Yeah, let's talk experiences now. What would be an experience you had with the crazy female?
Oh shit.
Run. If you're really smart, right?
What's an experience that you've had with the crazy female? That's when you think back, fuck, that'd be crazy.
Me, I'm smart enough to just walk away from the situation.
Yeah.
You acting wild? All right, bet. I'm gonna let you live your best life. We're gonna talk again at some point, but nah, I'm not about to go back and forth with no
I think my craziest experience was like this was during like my little phase in high school. I was talking like 5, 6 different females, right?
Yeah.
They all didn't know each other, so I was talking to one, talking to the other one, talking to the other. So I'm sweet talking to all of them. So I remember, did you ever have Mr. Rose?
Yeah.
You know Mr. Rose?
Yeah,
he was on the C wing. He was on the C wing on the backside.
Mm-hmm.
So one time I'm coming from the A wing, right? So I'm walking. Bro, I turned the corner. All 6 females that I'm talking to found out that I'm talking to them. Bro, when I tell you that shit sounded like a choir.
Not the choir.
They were yelling. They were going crazy. So it wasn't an experience with the crazy female per se, but it's just a crazy experience. It's just a crazy experience I had of them going bananas over something I did. So when I walked into Mr. Rose's class, Mr. Rose, I had the door. He had the door open. I closed it. So if you were part of the class, you walked.
Oh yeah, I remember him opening that whole.
Yeah, so when you walk past his door was open.
Always open.
So when
even after school, it was always open.
So it's like for me, it's like the females like was outside the door, and I honestly can't remember who the females was. Otherwise, like I wouldn't like put them out. But it's like I'm trying to think who they were, which I don't remember.
Put them out.
But it's like when I walk past and I see all of them saying it, and as soon as they looked at me, bro, they just started going crazy. Like, you piece of shit. No, because you remember how you had to walk through that metal gate.
Oh, of course.
So you had to walk through the metal gate, turn the corner to the art class, and then get to the Mr. Rose's room. So when I turned the corner, they go off, bro. When I say off, saying all type of shit, cursing me the fuck out. I'm this, you, like, yeah.
Which rightfully you deserve.
Right, yeah. I'm about to say, I can you deserve that one.
Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't get slapped. Like, bro.
Consider yourself lucky.
That's grimy. Like, when I think back to the shit that I was doing, bro, that shit was grimy. So when I walk in, Mr. Rose is like sitting back laughing. Like,
cause he probably knows, like,
he's like, bro, Mr. Rose was a G though. Like, I remember I had second lunch, right? So I had a female that had first lunch. So I would tell Mr. Rose, hey, Mr. Rose, she cool? Like, is she just coming here to eat her lunch? I had her on my lap doing my work in Mr. Rose's class.
That's crazy.
Because he had a box, because it was an engineering class, so it's like they would have like hella boxes get delivered and shit. So it's like they had like a stack of boxes. I'm talking like 6, 7 feet high. And my desk was behind there. And I was telling Mr. Hey, Mr. Rose, like that's cool, but Mr. Rose loved me. So he, and she got lunch, right? Yeah, bring her. Bro, I had.
I actually got a text from Alexis Enriquez, and this one goes for Mr. Champion. So. He wants to know what happened to Mrs. Wiley.
Bro, first off, man, nigga, I'll be getting false accusations for like at least a good 6 years, bro. Like that never happened, my boy. Like, who? Like what? Like no. Like,
what would you say your experience is?
Mine's here's a long story. I don't know if you guys want me to tell this one before.
You could slow it down.
But I'm actually gonna put her name out there. Brandy Fernandez, bro. Has to be probably one of the worst girls I've ever took into my life, man.
What you say, Brandy?
Brandy Fernandez.
Oh, damn! I see her face now.
I see your piece of face ass too. Right now.
Nah, we ain't roasting.
Nah,
I mean, shit.
I'm roasting.
We gonna fuck around and give her.
I'm roasting. I don't give up.
They bring all type of things.
She know where I live, but she over in Colorado from where I know. So
I don't know. Hey, Brandy, I love you.
Fuck you.
Just don't report my channel, okay?
All right, how about this?
Just blow his DM up for putting you
out. I'm about to say,
Hey, blow my DM all you want. Shoot your man too. What's up? Anyways.
So
So
listen, I ain't involved in that. Y'all ain't about to get my channel flagged.
I'm alone in this. I'm gonna leave my niggas out of this.
Listen, dog. I love you. It's been a while since
Not after I tell you what she did, you ain't gonna love this.
Okay, shit. I mean, he is right.
But so we had actually stopped talking after high school, like 3 years. We had stopped talking, and then by some little event, we talked to each other. We actually started talking after that. I'm not gonna put her business out there. That's what I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna put her business.
I mean,
out there.
you threw out her government name.
You already threw out government name.
I mean,
address.
You might as well.
Hey, I don't know her Instagram, so I'm not gonna hand that out. But anyways.
Damn, you
6'9"
today.
Yeah, God, bro. But anyways, long story short, we started talking. She got kicked out of her mom's house.
We telling life stories?
Yeah, but it's an experience.
Nigga, I'm saying an experience that you had of a
It's an experience. But this is what
so this was like the back end of what happened that led to this
story. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So,
Brandon, we still love you.
No, we don't. So, anyways, I remember too, like 11 at night, she got kicked out from mom's house. She told me that she had a friend, a female friend a friend that could take her in Santa Monica. So what does my in love stupid ass does? I get out my bed, knowing that my dumb ass goes in at 6 a.m. at work, and I go take her, and drop her off the next day, whatever.
What you do, break your window?
No. Can you finish?
I'm about to say shit.
And so
that old nigga, I better get it at least.
And then, long story short,
this is already stressful. I better bust another song. Shit, I gotta wake up. What time did you wake up?
11 at night.
11 at night. No, I gotta work at 6 o'clock in the morning. I better get something.
I'm not gonna get into that because
Brandon, we still love you, but goddamn, yeah.
I'm not gonna get into the busting up party. That's
At least for me, shit. He was the bold one.
But anyways, then she got kicked out from that place, and I took her in. I took the most shit from my parents and my whole family at that time. I've never heard my parents say any of that shit. And long story short, she ended up cheating on me in my house. Not with
craziest experience.
Not with somebody in my house, but.
But I'm saying the craziest experience you've had is a female cheating.
Oh no, she threw a knife on me.
Damn!
In my own house.
Okay, well, now Brandon, you messed up.
That's attempted murder, man.
That's the high key attempted murder. Man, yeah.
That's all with the deli.
Yeah, you was not lying.
Yeah, and she threw a knife at me because. I wasn't even the one that caught her cheating.
Hey, hold on. If Brady see this, give me the rundown of how you explain these things because there's always two sides to every story. I want to see why she threw a knife at you.
She ain't gonna see this, to be honest with you.
And
why she did? Because I caught her. Because my mom caught her cheating. I can bring it. My mom's literally right there, bro.
No, just wrong.
But yeah, she got.
What about you, champ?
Miss Wiley. Miss Wiley.
No, that's Wiley. No, that look like a joke message.
Right, that's what I was like.
Hey, what would you say?
Hey, whoa!
Please don't get my shit reported. That's all I ask. But nah, I don't think I went through no crazy experience with her.
I remember fucking making out with Miss Wiley at homecoming dance.
Whoa, don't listen to this man. I never had experience with a crazy female. It's nah, bro. Nah. Just don't talk to me crazy though. That's all I ask for. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she ain't go. Man, hell no.
My man. I think Greg Riquez gave me a text earlier. What was another?
Yeah, he was asking about Miss Wiley. Actually, some people wanted to talk. Actually, 3 people actually wanted to want us to talk about this regarding COVID and the stimulus check.
Well, we can make that the last topic.
There's a lot of
other topics.
Yeah, but we just about ready to wrap this up.
Yeah, we actually, it's short and sweet. Me personally, I never got one, so.
I don't either. But I think personally, if we're talking about the message of the stimulus check, what it intends to do, like it's to help out the people that are unemployed and get back on their feet and stuff like that. So I know there's a bunch
at least for the short term.
Yeah, like I know there's a bunch of programs and stuff where it's like they postpone the evictions and stuff like that. So it's like even if you're not paying your mortgage,
which is dope.
Yeah, they just back in that. So it's like I know there's a lot of credit unions that are doing that. So I think.
But at the same time, the downfall about that is though it's going to put our country in like.
I mean, yeah, but it's like you expect that with the pandemic.
Well, in fact.
I mean, you just don't want to make it harder on the people.
Like we're already like in crazy debt just off of college debt alone.
Yeah.
In the trillions, but
I just think.
I mean, if you're trying to help out in the short term, it makes total sense. But if you're a type of person like myself that's thinking long term, it's gonna hurt. But but I salute to all the people that's getting the stimmies though.
Yeah, use it wisely though.
I applaud people for getting it, but I feel like more people should get it.
No, because when we touched on the investing part, I know a lot of people that invested their stimmies check and invested in that GameStop little thing, bro, they done blown up. Yeah. So it's like if you have your stimulus check and you're investing it in the right things, bro, you could do some things because I mean I wouldn't call it free money, but it's like that's
in a sense that's what it is.
Yeah, but it's like that's money that is.
I mean, you don't get your taxes back because of it.
Yeah, but. So I mean, I don't know. It just depends on how you use it. So
yeah, but.
Any other things?
I actually got a bonus question from my boy, Alexis Enriquez. It's a funny one, so he said, "What are my thoughts on wig splitting and busting cheeks?"
Yo.
I ain't answering shit.
I mean, it's a bonus question. God damn.
Splitting wigs, bruh. Ain't no homosexuality going on here, bro. Straight.
Hey, wig splitting in 2021. That's crazy.
My question is. I'm answering that question with the question as to why he's concerned about wig splitting.
That's the reason why I was like,
hey, I know where his mind at, man. But hey,
man, I don't know.
We ain't talking Call of Duty. That's like that's what it sounds like. We ain't talking Call of Duty. It's a common thing to say on Call of Duty, but you saying busting cheeks. With that, I'm concerned, my boy.
I mean, I don't know. His wig, I think he got a little female, so it's like, I don't know. You need to have a conversation with female about what is it you like. Like, what is that you watching when she not around?
My man, we concerned for you.
It be like that sometimes, man. But hey,
I would love to see his search.
Nah, but I just wanted to, crank up the mood a little bit, with
what the fuck you be looking at?
Not the search history.
If you don't know incognito, man, you're a dumb as hell, bro.
Oh, fat man.
Yeah, if you're into watching porn like that, you're watching on Friday. You want something?
Next episode, I'm gonna talk about it. Bro.
You know what? Next time, man, we're actually gonna find a topic to talk about. We're gonna discuss between ourselves. We're gonna try to spot.
But for the most part, keep sending us recommendations because we'll eventually come up with our own things that we want to talk about within ourselves. But y'all keep sending us recommendations. It could be literally about anything they didn't touch about. Porn. I mean, we don't talk about politics.
And I think we make that clear. We're open to talk about anything.
Open to talk about anything. As long as it ain't no like some weird shit. You get me? Ask us about real. You get me? So we already talked about our experience with crazy females. I mean, what's our first sexual encounter? You get me? So I mean,
I want to know.
We could talk about shit like that. So I mean, just let us know. So I mean, for the most part, I don't have any more questions. Y'all have anything else y'all want to touch on?
Nah, man.
So,
that's about it.
That's for the most part, man.
For the most part,
sure we went through everything?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so like for the most part, we appreciate everybody tuning in. All the people that sent me questions personally, y'all done tapped in with them. Mm-hmm. So if you're watching this, whether it's live or after we post this video, we appreciate y'all and not just let y'all post
I'm actually for the next video, man. I'm actually gonna look into the first recommendations. I know a lot of you want to hear conspiracy theories. Maybe the next video we're going to discuss that. But you need to give us a day or two to study these things because we're not so informed. And I don't know about you, but
I need time.
We need some time. So we're going to give it to you guys.
Eventually you're going to get the answers. It's just you ain't going to get it immediately.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
And one of them was talking about afterlife, and I think that's a real one.
Yeah. That alone, as well as you may not get the answers the next episode.
Y'all tune in for episode 3
of just Dan Skippy podcast, right? And then maybe later on in the future we'll tell you guys why we came up with Skippy.
Yeah. All right, so I'll let y'all close it out.
All right, man. But we appreciate you, man. It's your boy Strip. You feel me?
It's your boy Champagne, Don.
Kennedy.
Hey, man.
And
listen,
Small Ant.
I might change it to Kennedy. I might.
Small Ant.
Like, share, subscribe, share it with your family, your mama, your daddy, your baby mama,
your ex-girlfriend,
everybody, your exes, all of them, your pastors,
your sugar mama,
everybody.
Everybody, let them know. And for the most part, till now, man, we had about 10 viewers, man. Again,
appreciate y'all.
On a Wednesday
Love the
night,
consistency, man.
on a Wednesday night, bro, we appreciate y'all, for real.
But we're gonna be back on Friday. Give us questions, man. Like as many questions as you can.
Hey,
we're gonna condense it down a little bit because of time constrictions. But other than
I'm
that,
sorry we didn't get to y'all some of y'all questions. But we appreciate you guys, and on Friday we will be discussing Super Bowl picks.
Oh yeah, we're giving our Super Bowl picks.
We're giving our Super Bowl picks, and we're taking open bets. I'm just playing. No, we're not.
No, I'm not.
We're not doing that.
This man,
no. Hey,
All
right, man.
We appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Love y'all.
Love y'all.
Like, share, subscribe, and we out, man.
We out this bitch.
All right, man.